Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Darkest Dungeon 2. Today, we're gonna be trying out the new patch notes for the Highwayman. Welcome on in Cactus. Welcome on in Hidden Carry. Good to have you here. So they came out with this update on the beta branch yesterday, I think. Um, yeah, yesterday, like midday. Um, good job, pal. Thank you. That's very good. Very literal. So these are the changes to the Highwayman that we have so far. So experimental patch 1.04.59520. Highwayman riposte effects are now represented on the path seals. Okay, so this is good. I don't know. Well, we'll see why this is the case because there wasn't any differences before. Now there are some differences, though not as grandiose as what's up with the duelist. So, Wonder Grape Shot Blast now applies a -2 speed buff to targets. All right, this is good, dude. -2 speed. A speed debuff in general is good. Now against ordained enemies, this isn't like amazing, but being able to reduce this, we already know speed is brutally tough right now. So I like this. This is actually, I think, kind of taken from the first game, right? I do believe he had a way to lower the speed on enemies. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out on Wonder. I think this gives Wonder a little bit of a uniqueness. Tracking Shot and Tracking Shot Plus can now target all ranks. That's good. Tracking Shot is actually quite useful. Being able to target every rank is really good. I've been Tracking Shot has grown on me over time. Speed buffs on enemies are worse than damage buffs. IMO. You mean like worse than debuffing their damage, or oh, you mean like the buffs on them are yeah, the speed buffs are the worst thing on enemies right now. I agree, Maxwell. Double Cross is now the version formerly unique to Yellowhand. So I do believe, yeah. So this is the one that gives vulnerable. I think that now, yeah. I okay. So because it's on Wonder, sorry, I'm just blanking here. My bad. It's on Wonder, which means that this should be on every path now, excluding any path that has a specific new double cross, which I don't think they do. So double cross is now the way that it was before, where it removes block and then gives vulnerable. Hey Goss, how's it going? So cool. I maybe think they could have gone into double cross and actually tried to make it like a unique thing on each path, but I understand why they did this. It was definitely one of the changes that people were most upset about. So is what it is. Okay, so Wonder's got some uniqueness to it. Rogue path variant of point blank shot has been removed. I think this was the one that moved him back. No, it gave him block, didn't it, or something like that? I can't remember. Rogue now has the standard version, which won't push targets out of his reach. Oh no, it pushed targets back too. That's what it did. Also, am I listening to Sword Art Online right now? What? Why am I listening to this? That's funny. That's probably gonna get me copyright struck, though. Unfortunately. Oh well. I need a different playlist. Oh no, it won't. The
All
music won't
manner
make
of
it to YouTube.
diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Candy, thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey Wikio, how's it going? Is it coming through yet? You guys can't hear the music at all? Really? You guys on Twitch should be able to hear the music. On YouTube, you won't be able to hear it. Maybe it's just really quiet. All right. So let's see. Where were we at? We're at Rogue. Yeah, Path 300 point blank shots. That's the one that pushes you back to. Rogue now uses the standard version, which won't push the target as reach. This makes sense because before it did actually do that. It pushed them back to, and then Rogue could no longer hit them, right? Take aim and take aim plus now grants 1 speed token. Okay, yeah, this is fine. It's kind of part of what take aim used to do, right? Except now it doesn't do the same, all the blind stuff. I don't know. It's fine. I don't know how great that is. This is the Shovel Knight OST, yeah. Sharp shots. Double tap and double tap plus no longer have a cooldown. I think this makes sense. Personally, I don't know how strong it is. It does do a lot less damage. If it did the same, like the crazy damage it used to, then yeah, I would say this is too powerful. I'll have to play around with this a bit and see if this is too much. I don't think it is, but we'll see. PBS and PBS Plus no longer grant block. Okay. Um, the knockback on PBS has been increased to 2, providing better disruption and placing the target in position for other ranged attacks. So, yeah, this one, I think this PBS is the one that knocks him back 2, and now it knocks the enemy back 2, like it used to on Rogue, right? This makes sense because basically it's putting him back in position while putting the enemy back in position, because Sharp Sharp requires he be in at least, he can do stuff in rank 2, but you definitely want him in rank 3 and 4, right? And then you can use double tap to push him back further. So I think this makes sense. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it. And then PBS now applies combo. Okay, that's fine. You're probably not going to be using PBS very often on Sharpshot. It's going to be like it. Honestly, this does make Sharpshot kind of a decent dance team, like usable path, which is kind of weird because it used to be just like in the back ranks only. But now you can use PBS really effectively to move him back. So like if you have a team that pushes him forward and he shoves himself back, like there's some pretty good options there. Yo, Vec, how's it going? All right, Yellowhand. Yellowhand has been reworked to focus on bleed elements. Yay! I'm glad that they decided to lean into the bleed elements of Highwayman. I know they really wanted this to be kind of more of a disruption or like debuff kind of focus path. I get that, but I think this was the right way to go for him. Path version of Wicked Slice has been removed, so he now has the normal version of Wicked Slice. Path version of Double Cross has been removed. All paths now use the version of Yellowhand that the Yellowhand used to have. Yeah, so every path now has the remove block, give vulnerable. Riposte no longer applies combos, so this is why we have this riposte effects are now represented. Riposte now applies to bleed. This is crazy. This goes hard, dude. Being able to apply a dot on a riposte is really strong. I don't know if that's going to translate in reality, but in my head, this is a pretty damn powerful thing. Now, of course, if it was on Rogue, it'd be way too powerful because he can generate so much riposte, but this is pretty good, right? Open Vein now has a unique version to this path. They don't say what this is here, but essentially what it is that they've removed the combo interaction on Open Vein for Yellowhand in lieu of it having a stronger base bleed. But you can't get like the 6 bleed you could get when upgraded on Open Vein Plus. So now it's like 3 bleed base, 4 bleed upgraded. And I think it also lowers bleed resist when using it. I have to double check it, but basically it's taking away the requirement for combo to make the bleed decent, and it's just doing decent bleed base, which is pretty powerful. So I'm quite happy with that. I think it's not great per se, but it gives the path identity, and really that's all that matters. Grape Shot Blast no longer debuffs. Sorry, Grape Shot Blast plus bleed resist debuff no longer increases with mastery. Okay. Grape Shot plus Blast now also increases bleed damage taken by targets by +1 for 3 turns. This is really interesting. So Grape Shot will now make it so targets bleed more. So then his riposte will deal, 3 bleed when they hits them, right? Really interesting there. He's basically really set up to be like a bleed team enabler, right? Using Grape Shot Blast with like you can use like a Berserker, Hellion, or even just a Ravager Hellion, honestly, just whatever the case is. Because it still lowers the bleed resist, right? So interesting stuff. Yeah, I know, Vec. You're pretty not. You've said you don't like it. I enjoy it personally, at least from on paper. But we'll have to see how it feels, right? That's the thing. Highway Robbery Plus no longer interact with Bleed, Blight, Burn resistance. I'm glad they took this away. It seemed okay on paper, and then it just didn't translate very well. It now applies -2 bleed damage dealt debuff to the target for 3 turns. This is huge, right? So basically, unupgraded, you can steal the enemy's ability to bleed you, assuming, of course, that they bleed, right? Now, I've had some people say that this isn't, like, it's too niche, but They are not on retail candy. No, they're on experimental though. But there are not many mashes of enemies in the game that don't have one enemy that bleeds you. There are a few. Don't get me wrong, but in general, like evangelists bleed, pillager hatchetmen bleed. Um, you know, the stabby dudes in the sprawl bleed. Um, like there's a lot of bleeders on, like a lot of the enemies in like Warfrats bleed. Um, yeah, all sorts of the bleed is everywhere. Yeah, you're you're pressing this button in the tangle for sure. I mean, just stopping the knight from being able to bleed you as much as he can, very potent. Or putting this on, um, if you can get it on the archer, great. Like, there's a lot of places you can use this against the general, right? If there's probably some funky play with like extra turns where you can almost make it so the general doesn't apply any bleed. Um, like, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, very good against the evangelists. And then the upgraded version gives the highwayman +2 bleed damage dealt for 3 turns. That's crazy. So you can get +2 bleed damage. Plus, if you like do something with Grape Shot Blast, you can get another +1. So you could potentially like be riposting, like get a riposte or 2 off for 2, 3, 4, 5 bleed, like, which is nutty. Now I think that would require a lot of setup, but overall, on paper, this feels really good to me. He sets up bleed teams very well. I don't even know if I care that much about his own bleed, right? Like, Open Vein is a nice, solid, like, option, but I would almost definitely be using him as a support hero for other bleed heroes, to set them up for really strong bleeds. And I think that that's probably the best way to play him. We're probably going to be doing like a full bleed team today. Now, I definitely want to try for the Leviathan as well to see if we can get the Beck and Call, because that'd be hilarious. We also might take on Act 4 just to see if we can reduce its bleed. This feels like a way better bleed setup deal than just lowering resistances. Lowering resistances, that's still in here, and I think it's still good to have. I do think that the lowering resistances will probably feel better once like Hellion, once they redo like Berserker, and they probably are gonna take away the base like bleed piercing on Berserker. That's my guess. And then focus on other elements. So you're still maybe gonna want some of those, like that 10% is gonna help in some cases. But yeah, overall, I think that should be a secondary effect compared to what the primary effect is. And then there's some other issues that are things. Wonder if I don't know why they made. I mean, I know why they made this change. It seems odd that they threw this on here. Wonder if Vestal Illumination, Illumination Plus can now be used from all ranks, except for on Confessor. Confessor can't do it, which is the only place that you really use Illumination that often, which is interesting. And then there's just some fixes here as well. So overall, on paper, I'm really enjoying the idea of this. So we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the game here, and we will we'll get a feel for it. See exactly how we feel with it. Yeah, Confessor didn't get it, which I mean, I can understand, considering the fact that Confessor is got the most powerful illumination, but like also, come on, Red Hook, give me something here. I don't know, Mateo. Let me build a team first, mate, and then we'll figure out what works. I don't know what we have. All right. We go ahead and pause the music. No, nothing yet. I probably not. I'm gonna be real. Just worse tracking shot now. Well, I'd imagine that Vestal will eventually get a rework, right?
Over and over.
A lot of like
Until the truth is
my
laid bare.
thoughts on like, oh well, other paths or other heroes don't feel great now. It's like, yeah, but I think they're probably gonna get looked at, right? And so we'll probably be seeing some changes overall to them.
The road calls once more to its dark passenger.
I'll have to continue my all memories run at some point. I still have that save file ready to go. All right, cool. All right, so let's do Act 4. I'm kind of interested in trying this.
You must face your failures or be consumed by them.
Said, how you doing, bud? Welcome on in. Gonzalez, good to have you here.
You calibrated
welcome.
prisms along the points of the crown, cackling in smug satisfaction.
Everyone had dinner? I mean, consider the fact it's not even 9 a.m. here yet. No. The chicken sandwich sounds good. I did have coffee cake this morning. It was very good. Ooh. Speaking of stupid things, like
the lantern's light.
Steady past. Yeah, we're still past the 100. We're doing well. Good job, chat. It's my 5-year anniversary of Shelby on Tuesday, or at least our anniversary dinner on Tuesday. So, super excited for that. Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? Eating Taco Bell right now? Taco Bell, hell yeah. So I'm happy today. Nice party. Love that for you. Tight Toaster Guy. Hello, Mr. Brad. I've been to your YouTube stuff the last couple days, and now I'm here. Welcome on in. Thanks for coming all the way over from YouTube. I appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying the videos. 5 minutes before 7 p.m. here. Time zones are weird. Now, stealing bleed power from enemies. Yeah, basically. Essentially. All right, so Highwayman, right? We're taking him.
Hunted.
I'm gonna throw Yellowhand on him, so you can see here.
Seeking to outpace the path.
I do like this. You can see the riposte inflicts combo. This is something I've always wanted them to re-add, or to add, not re-add. And I'm glad that it's here. So, but Yellowhand riposte inflicts 2 bleed.
This is Sparta!
Pretty much how he's gonna feel kicking people around. I wish we had gotten the duelist up here. We could have das booted, but unfortunately no. All right, so open vein. So grape shot blast still does the bleed debuff resist. Kind of want to upgrade it eventually for sure. Highway robbery is gonna be really good for us. Double cross is like universally good on all paths now for sure. So these are the 3 abilities that it affects. It does affect riposte, which we're like not gonna lean into. So the issue with this is gonna be getting the riposte active, right? So it's gonna be probably PBS and Duelist Advance. Like this is probably gonna be your average build of him, probably opening up with Duelist Advance, and then probably gonna take a Berserker Hellion here. If it bleeds, let's go with bleed out. Now we could also take Carcass. Like Carcass actually does fine outside of just losing some of the raw damage, but I'm kind of interested in trying that maybe. Nah, let's go Berserker. We'll go Berserker. Yeah. Hey, Artie, how's it going? Welcome on in. I can't spell. It's so good. I can never spell either. This will be good. Jester, I think, is an obvious choice here.
Melody lingers.
We could go intermezzo if we really wanted to. I'm probably just gonna go virtuoso. And I'll probably grab harvest, these abilities, and encore. Oh, I should probably, yeah. Oh, we got deadly on Dismas. That's really good. Bon Viv, precision striker, hypochondriac. Ugh, gross. Oh well. I'm almost tempted to re-roll her, honestly. I mean, Precision Striker is nice. Like, she would crit more. But honestly, Hypochondriac is rough. I think we're just going to re-roll Hellion. It's fine. Tracker. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go Berserker again. Let's do, so if it bleeds, bleed out. Adrenaline Rush, Bloodlust, and Raucous Revelry. Getting your hair braided and dyed red. That sounds super cool. Gonna be about 4. Yeah, it's gonna be a long process, but hey, it's gonna be fun. I'm not trying Surgeon PD. I was probably gonna do Surgeon, yeah. How much Virtuoso will get nerfed? We'll have to see. It probably will get nerfed fairly effectively. Surgeon Gaming is epic. It is pretty good. We might just switch to Intermezzo then. Maybe we'll just lean into Intermezzo. Probably keep Fade to Black just in case. No, actually, we can just do Play Out instead. Play Out, Encore, Echoing March, Battle Ballad. This is kind of a weird go. I'm not really going to be using solo or anything. Damn, he defeated Shelby. Impressive. Oh, Inspiring Tune. I was like looking for the other two. I was like, what am I going to put there? Inspiring Tune. And then Surgeon PD.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Incision, of course. Both healing options are going to be good here. Disorienting Blast and Magnesium Rain. Never tried Intermezzo. Intermezzo is fun. It's a fun class. Okay. All right. So this is the team. Just kind of get some randomness going here. Oh, I gotta get the Yellowhand, the piss coat drip. All right. Oh, I somehow deselected her. She's still good to go.
Bloodlust and fury.
Yeah.
There is
All right.
emptiness
Let's see how this goes.
and shame.
We'll see how this team feels. It's an oddball. It is an oddball, but it can definitely line up for some fun things.
Never to grow again.
I'll be interested to see. The thing is, like, I doubt that. Well, yeah, we'll have to kind of see how it feels. So much blood. Yep. So butt blood. Butt blood. We love us some butt blood. Everybody loves butt blood, right?
You can feel it. A change.
I think
in
this
the
is
air.
probably a team in some form that everybody's gonna be running right now. Bloodthirsty Leper causing me to try new comps, get a
Even your
bloodthirsty back
valley
and farm new
is not
memories, but I just kept losing due to my
this
inexperiences.
stain.
But today I got lucky and got bloodthirsty as a starting quirk on Leper. There you go, very nice. Who's ready to see 30 plus blue? I'd be impressed if we could get something like that going on. Like that'd be something. But we're definitely gonna be getting a lot of bleed here for sure. 4. It's probably gonna kill here. There you go. That's dead. Echoing March.
A slow dissection.
Already off to a pretty good start here, huh?
Unavoidable end.
All right. So now we can go ahead and do this, so we can line up PBS better.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Well, Dave's there. I already did the YouTube intro, but characters been named? No, they have not. Characters have not been named. I don't think we have any memoried heroes, so if anybody would like to name a character plays badly and makes the hero's ear bleed, kinda. I guess that's kind of the idea, right? It's that the sound is so... He's playing like whatever like demon song he was probably dealing with that made him go fucking insane. He's strung the loot with barbed wire. One way of doing it. That would definitely be a way of doing it, right?
The familiar heart.
He didn't dismiss
crackles
Uber
in
driver?
me once
Gotcha.
again.
Candy, who would you like?
Rain, fire, and rot. Is
Wanna
there
go for
no
an early
sanctuary
Leviathan?
from this madness?
Blackmail Eclipse, yeah. That'd be something. Synergy between Intermezzo and Songs Bleeding Team of PD's Battlefield Medicine, yeah. I mean, Cauterize has maybe a better direct synergy, but just because it actually opens up the healing, but
Listen, practice,
not bad though.
improve.
So we can go for the raw bleed. Bleed dealt, self bleed dealt. I kind of want to lean into these things, right? More riposte is also like a lot of bleed value there. I'm gonna upgrade highway robbery and funny thing, man. Sorry. Okay, so Candy got the Jester first. And then, so Carrie, you're gonna have to pick somebody else. No, you're good. BPD, okay. One sec, all right. What would you like the PD to be named? What path is PD? Surgeon. And you want Boudica to be Mommy. Yeah, that's everybody then. All right, so yeah, just let me know what you want me to name the PD, and then we're all good. All right, okay. So we can try for Leviathan here. I don't know how smart of an idea that is, honestly. Range damage. We get crit token. Greater anchoring charm is actually probably very good for us. Not probably, it is very good for us right now. If we're gonna take on Leviathan, this is a good option for us to get there. What's her base? Her base is 20. His base is 30. No, I'd rather she not get pulled down if possible. I'll let Carrie go ahead and pick what the PD gets named. As far as what do we want to do with? Well, first, let's get food.
A bit of comfort on the road
Undertow,
to
toe to toe, no.
damnation.
Immobilize does not ignore undertow. It's move resist, not immobilize. So you can get immobilized targets can be pulled. We don't have any drums, do we? No. All right. Toon Hummer, Fanatic Fearing, Hydrophobic. They'll probably try to get rid of Hydrophobic. I don't think it's really that necessary though. I'm just gonna, for now, Carry. I'm gonna go ahead and do this hidden carry. Shambito intensifies. No, I'm not gonna do a Shambler run today. Not today, I don't think. Glimmers for the light, maybe. We're not moving. We are moving a little bit, but not much. Debuff resist could be good. We're not gonna be able to afford any items, right? So for more blood, more blood. Yeah, fine. We'll lean into. Let's do it. The all blood.
Must be maintained
All blood,
if it is
only
to
blood.
Carry you where you must go.
He's too weak for the Shambito chat. I've done plenty of runs with Shambler Pet. You want the pet named Dingus. Okay. Hey, Pat, how's it going? How you doing, bud? How's that going up? My microphone is too low. Let me get a little higher. A little higher. Blood. Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god. Oops, all blood. All blood, chat. And then we wanted to upgrade another ability here. Let's upgrade Ivet Bleeds. We're probably gonna get more use out of Ivet Bleeds overall than Bleed Out. Lean into the bleed. Poured a beer last night and fell asleep before I could drink it. Oof, rough. What a waste. Let's make sure we eat, huh? Yep. I'm gonna give him the crit thing and hope that he can take advantage of it. And that's probably gonna be it. Maybe Milk Soak Linen is gonna be a really good buy for us in the Shroud. Incendiary cocktail. If that lands on Leviathan, that's a huge. That's a big old amount of damage that's gonna land potentially. And we'll take the spore grenade. I know this is like not amazing, but if we can land some of this stuff, it's gonna be really helpful for us. All right, go ahead, go to the shroud. Knock my cat off my bed because I didn't realize the cat was there. Yeah, I'm sure the cat will. I'm sure the cat will forgive you forever, forever forgiveness. All right, let's get into it, chap. See what we can get up to. Hopefully we can get the Leviathan. Oh, there he is. There he is. We're going right for him. Node 1, Region 1 Leviathan. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's happening, chat.
I trust you have calculated your odds carefully. This will not be easy.
This can't go wrong at all, chat. Not at all. I think I'll name the PD Dr. Stabs a lot. Yes. Okay, I did not see the previous message, but thank you. Free combat items to the fight ahead. Exactly, exactly. Dr. Stabs a lot. There we go. All right. Gotcha. Dude's critting left and right.
More arrive.
Hey, Sushu, how's it going? Welcome on in.
Glory in this domain.
All right, now that this guy will not deal bleed, right? Does this guy deal bleed anyway? I don't remember. Does he? I can't recall. No, that's the swordsman that deals bleed. Whatever. All right, it's fine.
And you will discover its weaknesses.
Transcends flesh. Yellowhand is back, baby. It is. It is definitely back. Oh, we back. Love the stream over there. Thanks, Stevie. Appreciate it. How's it going? Ugh. Dismas happy. Dismas very happy right now. Dismas just like living his little best life. Does it work on the barricade itself? Unfortunately, it does not because it's immune to debuffs. I do believe. Yeah, it's immune to debuffs, so nope, does not work. Riposte on bleed is, yeah, bleed on riposte is very, very goated. Got 2 blood out of this fight so far. Very good. Yeah, his bleed resist is going to be annoying for sure. Bleed resist is not goated, no. Bleed resist, not so much, but oh well. Hey, this Leviathan's going to be super fun. How do you get blood from a block of wood? You try very hard. You try very, very hard, chap. All right. Okay. Adrenaline tonics. Yeah, we have some healing items. Honestly, I think the blood over spore grenade is pretty good. I think incendiary cocktail is still a really good find for us, just because that's, what is that? If that lands, that's 5 times 3. That's just 15 damage that we can do that we don't have to worry about. Like it's pretty good. The biggest issue is probably going to be the fact that the Leviathan is not easy to bleed. We may have to grape shot blast him a few times. I don't know. That's going to be the problem, is bleeding him. And we're very, very reliant on bleed right now.
Change. An inglorious heap of rotting timbers.
The blood on bleed out will be huge. Yeah, it will be. D1 bosses, which ones appear in DD2? The Cannon, Wilbur, I'm not focused on DD2, lots of work. Hey, 10TT, that's pretty much it. If you want to consider the canon to be the same canon from DD1, you've got Wilbur and you've got the Implication, are the only two that are like direct from the first game. Other than that, there are references, but there aren't any actual. Oh, Collector, a Shambler. Sorry, yeah, Collector and Shambler. Thank you. You're both right there. I'm not thinking straight there. It's implied, yeah. The implication implies that it's the same canon, right? Just by the way it works. Pentagram, this thing, yeah, this right here, this is a reference to the first game. Yep. It's a reference to an item you can find in the cove. Nice crit. The crit bleed didn't land? Holy crap, really? Damn, that sucks. Is this on playtest? Yes, it is. Well, not playtest. It's on experimental. It's available to the public. Linseed oil is a paint thinner? It is, yeah. Work exactly. Does a hero collect enemy blood mist battlefield? I don't like. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It just does. I don't really apply logic to fantasy games.
The Leviathan's sweat thickens the air. A slow dissection.
Nice. Crit Echoing March like hits for a lot of damage. He's dead. The tick tags along and bites the enemies, I guess. Yeah, probably just like they let it out of its cage and it like sneaks around the enemies and it sucks some of their blood, you know? I don't know. I just work here, man. Oh. Before was getting some food, now I understand. How do wood bleed? They don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answers you guys are looking for. Okay.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
How does the wagon pick up road debris? Yeah. I mean, it may have a collection thing. Who knows? Damn. Hasten pillagers. I love it when 4 enemies attacking a robot, give me a chance to counterplay it. Yeah. Yeah, hastened is a really fun modifier. I'm really glad that it's a thing in this game. And he is critting really a lot, but good for him. It's just disorienting blast here. It really has no option but to pull her forward, which is good.
The smallest variable.
What are we gonna get for the Jester?
Can
Yeah.
make all the difference.
This team is actually doing very well, all things considered. Our health is leaving a little bit to be desired, but... Hey, can we not just focus everything into the Jester? That'd be fantastic. Be mega cool.
A small foundation of trust.
Oh my god.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Intermezzo giving some pretty damn good buffs here, not gonna lie.
Another
If
impediment.
you can get your bleed resist
Cleared
up,
with
like the Intermezzo
impunity.
buffs can hit really freaking hard.
Victory supposes strategy. Press on.
So... No, that gives himself What is... Oh, I don't have upgraded. If I had upgraded Grip Shot Blast, I suppose I could make it deal more bleed, like 3 bleed every time it moves him, right? Would be interesting. Alright, well, we know how much health. I don't really know if we're going to be able to take on this Leviathan. Carved Bodkin is pretty damn good with Intermezzo Jester. We get the Undertow. If we finally we get a new trophy. I'm happy to see a new trophy, by the way. The move Resist Piercing is actually really good on Intermezzo and on Disorienting Blast, right? But I was hoping to see Beck and Call, but that's fine. I don't know if we're gonna be able to defeat this guy. You know, it is what it is. This is a tough fight on the best of days,
They must
right?
be made to see that their monstrous god is mortal.
Hey. He doesn't deal bleed, so... The case of Ordained didn't get speed on top of that, yeah. Ordainment is what the issue is there, for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and remove the blind there, and we can Battle Ballad, or yeah, Battle Ballad pushes forward. Let's go for that. Leviathan is definitely like the coolest design of a DD2 boss. Absolutely agree.
Bravo!
Hey, the bleed stuff. That's good. Okay. Awesome. Okay, and it's done. This team doesn't cook at fillets, yeah. All right,
Malaise.
okay.
Measured and steady. A brilliant conclusion.
Doesn't matter.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Team bleed. You know what? She's probably gonna melt down anyway, but I don't. Let's not tempt fate with it. I'm actually gonna remove the blind here. I'm gonna Echoing March, because technically this will actually proc when he moves back here. Yep. Stop her from immediately melting down, huh? Yeah, Calls to Death would probably go really hard here, but 25 lead. Okay, just making sure that we don't end up with a nasty situation there.
Lethality writ large.
When can death spawn on barricades? It always has been able to. Barricades count as a regular like road fight, and death can spawn on road fights, right? Wait, no. No, wait, what? No, death shouldn't be able to spawn there. I don't know. She shouldn't be able to spawn on resistance encounters. I'm thinking of Collector. I don't know. Yeah, she shouldn't be able to spawn there. I don't know. Is that 20? No, he's got deadly. Well, I mean, I'll take that. That was a damn good fight. I mean, we're stressed to all hell and back, like, don't get me wrong, but not bad at all. All right, increasing the bleed resist. Who's that gonna go on? Or throw that here, and then give her this. She receives -2 bleed, but if she's bleeding, she might get an extra turn, which could be pretty good for us. Do we have a serrated item anywhere? Mommy's not happy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that boss, I'm surprised we bled as much as we did. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I didn't think that we'd pierce as much bleeding. We didn't even use, like, Grape Shot Blast or anything. We just had it. We don't have Fisherman's Net or serrated item. This could be a really good item, but until it becomes one, there's no point in doing anything with it.
Is it not?
Let's take a look here. Hoarder, we could maybe get some value out of a Hoarder. I doubt it, though. But there is a hospital in that direction, so let's go this way. See what we get. We got a fight here. Jester's primary goal right now is to... I pity your mother.
Research.
Okay, come on, lady. No need to be cruel about it. It's to just get the stress down right now. As much as we can.
Is the key.
Please nerf. Yeah, it's a lie. Everything's a lie. Looking so hot. They'll be all right. They'll be fine. Yeah, but the kit of it was enough to. Yeah, the whole kit overall looks really good, Logan. I agree. I think overall we got a really, really good deal of it. Could definitely have been better, like, absolutely, but yeah, that's unfortunate. But that's fine. She can still deal with it. She's got ways to heal and all that fun stuff. I'm not super worried about it.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
That 20% resist coming in clutch there. Love that for us. Okay, healing some stress. I'm gonna daze him. Nope, I'm not gonna daze him. Okay. Keep Raucous Revelry going here. So actually, yeah, I think, like, the extra token thing was nice, but I really like the buff it gives him now. Honestly, it's pretty good. Why did he... Oh, right. I was like, why does he have plus speed? It's because of stimulants. Forgot about that. Hellion is randomly the only hero of AoE stress heal. It, I wouldn't mind it maybe being made to feel a little bit better, but yeah, I mean, Revelry is overall pretty good. Wrong choice, bud.
Malaise.
Yeah, the bleed here is nice, man. We're getting some real solid bleed.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these.
Honestly, these
well-worn
anchoring
relics.
charms are going to go pretty well for us, considering Undertow and how it works. So having move resist is going to be pretty nice for us to have. Right? Does Undertow only operates when Moved by an enemy, right? Okay, so we can move ourselves. It's when moved by an enemy. Break glass in case of emergency, yeah.
Full of the forbidden and the
Right,
forgotten.
red, the same shade as old bloody bandages. Like a dream that feels too real. The mana, the night. It's always funny when you have Ray on your team, and he's like, the night. And you can just imagine Ray looking at him being like, I'm right here, you... What? Who could use a quirk? Either one of them could use something, sure. Bloody. Devout and Scatterbrain. Yeah, whatever. Scatterbrain lowers what? Crit chance, and Devout has some interactions. Nothing crazy though. We could maybe find like a serrated item at the quarter that could be pretty good for us. That's kind of my bet right now. Yeah, it's gonna give us some stress. Who cares?
Let us hope the madman's
Funny because it helps heroes stay on their feet, but also makes them lose the will to live. Yeah, I like the thematics of some of the trinkets like that. Certain quirks actually do. You have to go to the wiki for them. The wiki has it's usually just interactions with certain nodes and things like that. Well, there we go. That's a pretty good one right there. That's pretty much the best one that we can ask for. As far as like I wish we could get both. Oh my god, leather strop would be really good. But this is good. Now I have to think about who this is gonna go on. Probably gonna throw it on Dismas, right? Plus bleed, pierce, resistance. If bleeding, minus 5% crit. I don't really care about that so much. I mean, it could go really well on her as well. But I think the riposte value with the Fisherman's line also giving the additional bleed chance with his ability to like get, I think all in all, this is a really good combination. We can get some really funky bleeds of him on this. We'll probably do that just to keep his bleed resist like higher, because if he's bleeding, it reduces his crit. And then we throw, oh wait, no, we want this. Sorry, my bad. I'm being dumb. So somebody else can get bleed resist, that's fine. And then move resist, that's good. Yeah, I think this would be a really funky combination for him. Yeah, he also has the quirk to counter it, right? So like, it's not going to be that big a deal if it sticks. Whiskey Barrel is a nice find here. We'll go ahead and grab that while we're here.
Of the road.
And nothing else here that I really want. I mean, obviously, like these would have been really good. You know, there's a lot of good options here. Grab some smoke bombs just because they're always a good find, and we'll go ahead and get away.
The loathing whispers.
Dismiss riposte on highway robbery. Yeah, it's been all of his trinkets have been changed though, right? So he doesn't have that anymore. I don't believe. I'd have to double check. Both these guys want to go question mark. Let's just do that. Dismiss can take a little stress, but I really don't want to make these two more stressed than they are. Plus, we get even more fights here. All right. Okay, we have a pretty nasty fight coming up here. I'm actually going to take the heal items. Blind isn't really going to be an issue for us. In fact, the blind is also not a great thing for them, right? Because it's really hard to apply combat items to them if there's a double barricade. But for the region goal, oh, I didn't even pay attention to the region goal. What's the region goal? I don't care about the region goal, right? Right. Region goal is avoid the Horde. We've already done it. Yellowhand plus Curse Coin is a good cultist counter, I presume. Yeah, because you can steal the regen, right? Yeah, it's pretty potent. We have a swordsman? We do. So we can actually counter his bleed if we're able to get the guard off him, but we're not going to be able to, so.
Lenity.
Ah, damn. Oh well, that's fine.
That drive back the darkness. Well done.
Yes, he applied a 5 bleed there because of his stuff.
Conclusion.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And if we use highway robbery too, we can basically make that, if it procs, it would apply 7 bleed on riposte. Reduced crit, by the way, yep.
A steady subtraction, an invariable
Slap on
result.
favor memory. Yeah, I know, right? It would go pretty freaking hard. Now he can't be guarded. There you go. Wow, that countered that really hard.
In this world, wealth is worthless without
Bandages are definitely going to be useful. We'll take those. We're just going to take all of this, but yeah, that went hard, dude. That was crazy. Love that for us. Hell yeah. What is the... It heals on move resist, right? Yeah. I don't think we're really going to be getting that option very often, but it's good to see a new trophy at least, you know? Even if it's not Beck and Call. Beck and Call right now, with what we've going on, like, would just melt pretty much anything and everything. Like, it would just decimate things. Man, I really don't want to hurt relationships like this, but also I don't want to just take stress, and I'm going to take the fight. We'll figure out the relationships. We have whiskey barrels. That fixes all problems, right? We have a whiskey barrel. But also, I want to fight stuff, you know? You know what I mean? Can I... So I can't highway robbery from rank 1, right? Yeah. So, hey, Duchess, how's it going? Good morning. I'm thinking that it might be good to start him in rank 1. PBS him... No, I'm trying to think how I can get the highway robbery and the riposte going. Like the riposte from... Sorry. The highway robbery extra bleed and the riposte going at the same time, but I don't think it's really super feasible, but that's fine. It's gonna blind one of them and then reduce some stress here.
Incremental.
Yeah, you can't.
But deadly
Highway robbery is only...
thing.
Oh, you can. I misread it. Oh, you can. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Ignore me. I don't know why I misread that. All right, that's fine.
Malaise.
So the play should be Duelist Advance into Encore into Highway Robbery to get the value out of the riposte.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
That fucking hurt, huh? Shit. I stole from a child.
Straightforward and effective.
Yeah, so that's just doing 5 bleed base now. And he's up to 10, so that's another 5 bleed. Very nice. Tried the new bumper crop. It actually saved my life against the accurate boss. I feel like while health is nice, the thing about lots of health versus lots of healing is that once the health goes away, which a lot of the end game bosses can do like fairly effectively, right? This doesn't do anything for him, does it? No. Then you can't out heal, right? Like if your healing is bad, you're not gonna be able to out heal. But being able to heal for large numbers, I think is more consistently good. I think generally it wasn't as much a nerf as people give it credit for, especially considering the fact that a lot of healing items now don't work on percentages and stuff like that. They work on just a raw amount of healing. So What do they do to bump crop? Bump crop no longer gives plus 50% health. It gives plus 50% healing received.
Take up these
Did that a
tools
few patches ago.
and imbue them with purpose.
All right. Seaman's Boots is actually fairly good. Unfortunately, we're not really moving anybody but the Jester, maybe. This is also, he's also like in the sweet spot of not getting any value out of this. So maybe not the best thing in the world. I don't know. Hail Drought probably works here just fine. I mean, we can throw them on him. Like, it's not gonna hurt him, right? So it ain't gonna hurt him. All right.
A simple
How much
choice.
he heals sometimes, yeah.
At least it
Doesn't
should
percent
be.
based healing mean 50% of HP is also 50% healing? Yeah, if it was still percentage based, but it's not. So a lot of it's now raw, just raw numbers.
Despair and disorientation.
Yeah, healing items now heal like a
Steal your mind
10,
as
like
we
10
pass
health,
through the
you know, they don't
void.
heal percentages. Also double regeneration. Man, that would absolutely break Vestal. Double regeneration on Vestal of not Curse Coin, of Icon of Light would absolutely just break the game. Back ranks of enemies, not great, but that's pretty much why we've got Disorienting Blast and Echoing March. Pull back rank enemies forward. All right, absolutely we lock in Deadly. I actually don't know if I want that, because we are actually wanting her to deal. I'm going to keep my money here, I think. Let's just see if there's anything we want to get rid of. Hydrophobic, I don't think really gives an issue, but I do think Needler does. Let's get rid of that. Divine Comfort Gaming would be absolutely fucking broken. And a back at DD1 healing skills doing specific numbers. I mean, I know they tried to kind of go to... originally, the devs had talked about, like, way back when they started developing the game, they really didn't want healing to be anything like it was in the first game. In the sense that they didn't want you to be able to just, like, sit in a fight and recover all your health and stress if you were smart. Like, once you got really good at the game, you could eventually just, like, leave a Pelagic Guardian up and just kind of, like, reduce all the stress on your team. I don't think it's gonna get to that point in this game. I think stalling is still really inefficient in DD2. But they're definitely kind of given some leeway to it, you know? If I get it back at the end, yep, that happens a lot. I wish it didn't. I think it's big, dumb, stupid, but it does happen quite a lot. When's that hero RNG coming to DD2? Yeah.
An unavoidable end.
This is a perfect example of highway robbery being great value if the debuff sticks. Yep, so now this Evangelist like pretty much doesn't deal much bleed at all, which is great. Let's go ahead and shove more bleed into this one. 7 bleed there, fantastic. And I'm just gonna go ahead and waste this. Nope, it didn't waste. It didn't stick, but it got rid of the blind. And then we can Echoing March here.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Blood Bond is now just Bond, yeah. Bond,
Measure out your
Bond,
violence,
Bond.
Then apply it judiciously.
Bond. Sharpshot changes fixed that back. Yeah, Sharpshot changes were subtly really good. Really, really good. Really quite happy with them. Honestly, a lot of the changes that he got overall have been just solid. Like,
word is traveling.
yo, Crimson Necros, welcome on in. Thank you very much for the raid. I don't know why my shout-out thing isn't working anymore. I need to fix that. Crimson, thank you so much for the raid. What were y'all streaming? Welcome on in. Good to have you here. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, hello. 11 bleed. More bleed. We require additional blood. That's an annoying double resist, but it is what it is. Yeah, Sharpshot feels really... Sharpshot is actually unironically great for dance teams now. With the PBS changes, it's quite funny. It's like quite funny. I mean, that makes it sound silly, but I think it is really funny. -4 bleed dealt. You can't bleed me. You have no bleeding left to bleed.
The enemy weakens.
Oh, she resisted it. Oh, that's irritating. We'll just Encore here. Get the riposte going here. That's the back token, so it's worthless now. Yes, it's absolutely worthless. You're right. Sorry. It's so worthless, chat. Keeping the stress down here. Carcass would honestly be a great idea for this team. It would work really well, but I do like the piercing. The piercing is nice. 16 bleed. What the fuck is happening right now? Jesus Christ.
Steady yourself.
No blood. No bleeding. You can't bleed me. Not today, Satan. Missed dodge tokens on Highwayman. Nah. I don't think he was. I know. I was always a little weirded out by him being so dodgy. Like I've always felt him more like a brawler. He's more just kind of like. He's not the best. He deals a lot of damage, but he's not great at like ignoring the damage either. Just gets scrappy, right? As for like Grave Robber, all of them serve a different purpose. And yes, exactly, Vec. And I think that's showing a great way of moving forward is to give all the paths really good fun value. Stream was good, played Final Fantasy, working on onboarding challenge, started a thought experiment, one of the streams I follow, so now I'm seeing how long it takes for a new player. Oh, very cool, very nice. I'm glad the stream went well. Thank you so much for bringing everybody over here. I really appreciate it. Hello, just tuned in. Is this new Yellowhand? Yes, it is. Welcome on in, Karis. Welcome in. Jesse Yellowheads bleed out, put a bit, and people get upset. Nah. I mean, I think right now, like, let's just be real. The bleed on him is kind of insane. Obviously, we have like a pretty specific circumstance going on. I honestly wouldn't be too mad if they made the riposte like a 50% chance to bleed. Because I think you can kind of get an almost unreal amount of bleed with his riposte if you're smart about it.
These warm candlelit windows promise refuge.
But other than that, I think everything else is fairly okay. If you really want him to get like, you can like spend a lot of time setting him up to get like one really big bleed. If you like, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna extra turn him and I'm gonna use Grape Shot Blast and a Highway Robbery, and then I can land like an open vein that does 7 bleed. But like, that's a lot of setup to get that. So I would be almost okay with it being like 1 bleed riposte or a like 50% chance bleed riposte, but. Nightsworn is a community. Yeah, everybody loves Nightsworn. But, you know, again, it's not for everybody. That's the thing, though, right? Like, if you really like the other ones and you enjoy those more, like, there's always... You're never going to like all the things all the time, always, right? And that's why I think the path system at its base idea is really, really, really strong, because it lets people play multiple ways and lets you lean into a play style for a hero that maybe somebody else doesn't like, and really lets you lean into it. But it just needs this tweaking. It needs this, like, okay, the game is out. We've seen what's available. We understand the systems. We know how things actually feel, not just on paper. We've got thousands of hours of playtesting and all this stuff. Now we can tweak them to really give them the character they deserve. Adds back the random path mechanic. You know what? I wouldn't mind it if they added it in, like I said, to like a new game mode kind of thing that adds like randomizers and modifiers to like a quick run that you can do like a weekly challenge. Like if they had a weekly or daily challenge or whatever where it was like, this is your team and you start with these paths and then you have these modifiers and like there's like a point system and you could like challenge other people, that would be awesome. How did random paths work? When you got to the crossroads, your heroes had a path. They all had a path selected and that was your path. You had to run it. You didn't have a choice. There were also 2 additional paths for every hero called Apprentice and Master. An Apprentice mean that you started with 1 skill upgraded at the crossroads, and Master, which is the rarest one, meant that you started with all skills upgraded. So you started with like a fully upgraded hero. It had like a 1% chance to spawn at the crossroads. They got rid of that really quick, yeah. It was. I understand the concept. Like I understand like conceptually why they thought that would be kind of cool. And I think like Red Hook's philosophy has always been like dealing with the hand that you're dealt, right? They really wanted you to be like, okay, like this is what I have to make it work, right? But like, and that's like why quirks are like the way they are, and I kind of like, even though I get annoyed, I do like having to deal with like, okay, the quirks are like, that's the human nature in them. I have to deal with that. But the past was like too much because it affected the playstyle so dramatically that it was like, if I'm not feeling like playing the hero this way, like I can deal with a quirk, I can get rid of a quirk, but I couldn't ever get rid of a path. And it was just like, man, now I was like, I really wanted to play the Hellion, but she's a Carcass, and I don't really feel like playing Carcass. Okay, it like demotivated people from playing. Got hungry at all the mastery points, yeah. It's like finding a legendary weapon, yeah. The master thing was also like one of the things people complained about the most. Because even though it sounded really cool on paper, a lot of people were just like, dude, this is boring. Like, I get this hero and they're just like amazing, like off the cuff. Like it, people were just kind of like, nah, I'm good. Like it just didn't, you know, it's all about striking that balance. So, okay, that really helped us. That got a lot of our relationships out of the gutter, so I'm thankful for that. We only have one relationship that's a little down, so let's try these two, see what we can get. Amazing. All right, everybody's in neutral or higher, so I'm good with that. Fantastic. Let's take a look at the provisioner and see what we've got here. Okay, Greater Clotting Cure goes really hard here. Especially with Jester doing what Jester is doing, right? Which is a lot of like bleeding people and things like that. So, probably gonna take it. It's also really good against the final boss, right? Like,
power.
I'm gonna go grab that. And I can also throw this on the Jester, increase his own bleed resist. Everybody's bleed resist being higher is not a bad thing. I don't mind the Hellions being lower because of the fact that it is the way it is. Also, relationship chance going up. Enjoy about prioritizing which skills you want to be better. Yeah, I also really like this new path system, leaning into the idea that basically nothing is worse per se. It's just some things are specialized. I do like that it's like, hey, if you want to run like a melee ability on your sharp shot like Highwayman, like go for it. It's like that's like the build you're going for. It's not going to do better, but it's also not going to be terrible. And I like that. I like it a lot. Picasso, I like it. All right, we should probably upgrade Inspiring Tune. As much as I'd like to upgrade other things. Duelist Advance is something. Getting an additional riposte is gonna be really strong for us. And where are we going? Ooh, Greater Hail Drought for clearing out the lair. Can this team clear out the lair? It would be pretty damn tough to clear out the lair for this team. We don't have the back row damage. I don't think we should go for that. That's fine. More academics and more academics caches. Let's go for that. Booty is really good. We love booty here. Everybody loves booty, right? Who doesn't love booty, chap? I think that's gonna be a good one for us. More good and bad quirks. I do agree. Right off the bat, Arcana. Also, how's it going, Arcana? Well, come on in. But it feels like some to show up too samey. I got Head in the Sand removed on a hero next in it. Yeah, Head in the Sand. I think blind quirks in general show up way too often. I don't know why that is. It's probably because there's like 3 of them, right? There's like the Yips, Head in the Sand, misses the mark. Those are 3 I can think of off the bat, and they are very prevalent. I wouldn't mind the pool being increased. I also want better descriptions for quirks, because I don't like having to be like, what does devout do? I don't know. I have to go to the wiki. I can't even remember. I'm sure it interacts with something, but like, just tell me, just put in gray, like, interacts with certain nodes. Like that's all you need to tell me, just so I at least have an idea that it does something, right? Okay, so we could take on the general, maybe. Probably not. Anyway, how are we doing on food? Do we have food? We have almost really good food. We'll go ahead and let's not waste more money than we need to, huh? Do we need to get rid of any quirks? I mean, again, hydrophobic is like, hydrophobic is one of those ones I'm gonna regret not getting rid of if I can. Yeah, just if we run into an oasis, it's gonna cause us some problems. Go ahead and do this, and this, and this, and this. Let's get rid of that stress. We do have another songbook. We'll probably keep that. I think right now we're pretty much fine. Yeah, like we have a chance of negative relationships, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And lot of almanacs here. The almanacking. You know what? I'm gonna grab Deathcap spores. Oh, we also have gnarly knuckles. Is this something we want to use? It is serrated. Is that better than piercing bleed though? Like we're really focused on him getting the bleed, right? So probably not. Honestly, screw it. Let's go with that. Surgeon is gonna go and enjoy that pretty thoroughly. We'll drop these, drop those. Saturday remove Breacher. It's really good on some heroes, but also lets you run getting it on a cultist. I wouldn't want to get rid of it. I really enjoy it. Any scouting quirks? I feel like most of them are just there to push better quirks off characters quicker. I think scouting, yeah, I think scouting could use another pass. I like scouting stuff, but maybe just make it like, instead of having one quirk for like each, like just have like a quirk for scouting roads. Don't give me a quirk that just scouts all barricades and then all Oblivion's Terrors and then all safe passage. Like that's 3 quirks right there. Just give me one that's like increased road scouting, and then one that's increased node scouting, and like that's it. I also think that things like sluice quirks, like the sluice quirks, are just weird. Like why? I'm on the like very weird. But no, I really like Breacher personally. I think you can make Breacher work on almost any hero. It definitely can be annoying, but outside of it being something you spawn with, there's only one way to get Breacher outside of it being a starting quirk. So I think for the most part, I think there's only one way. I don't think you can get it on a virtuous proc. So I think it's okay. It also just makes for some goofy runs, you know, which I think is enjoyable. Let's go to the Oasis. This is a good reason I got rid of Hydrophobic, right? Off the bat. How do you get Breacher? You can get it from one specific academic study. It's the one that's like the sealed doorway is what it's called. It's like the basement like latch door. That's the only way to get it that I know of.
A refreshing commune. Unburdened.
Just have like one thing that can proc a scout or something, yeah. I think eventually they'll look at quirks. I think it's one of those things that like it's not necessarily broken, it's just not super fun feeling. So it'll be something they focus on later. I think these path reworks are definitely like a good place to be focusing right now for sure. It's probably one of the rarest like nodes that you can find. Okay, cache. So I want to focus on getting the caches. I think we're actually okay on trinkets right now, you know? And people want to see fights and stuff. I'm probably going to go for this. It's a lot of loathing. Well, we're going to get rid of the loathing. I kind of want to go for this creature den. We can get a cache there. So I'm going to go to the right, as much as this is going to piss off my whole team. That's a lot of loathing. Oh, well, we'll be all right. Is there a Beesmas mod? No, not yet, but I imagine it'd be one of the first mods that gets made. Shit, I didn't pay attention to my top loathing. Fuck. What act are we on? We're in Act 4. What is Act 4's loathing besides the max health?
Their desperation can
is it a quirk? I think it's a quirk, isn't it? We probably want to avoid that then. I think Act 4's gives you quirks. Can anybody verify that for me? Because if it's the quirk one, I'm probably gonna avoid it. 1 wheel, 1 armor. All right. Oh, really? I mean, these guys know what's up. They're like, you know what? Not really feeling that. You can't avoid it. You're right. I can't avoid it. I can't. I have to take max loathing somehow. All right. Oh man.
Ahead.
Oh well.
A bestial refuge.
That was a misplay on my part.
Littered with bones and less identifiable.
Yeah, it's fine.
remains.
It's fine. It is your destiny. It is my destiny. Yeah. God, we're gonna get loathed so hard. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. All right, blood, bandages. Bandages are, yeah, I mean, they're gonna be useful. Not great. I'm gonna take adrenaline tonic. Step back, everybody. He's about to loathe. The loathing consumes you. It's gonna eat you up like a little snack. Nom, 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 nom. Ooh, hastened enemies. God, I love hastened enemies so much. Yes. God, I love it. God, just.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Hey, Slim, how's it going, bud? I'll take that. Thank you. Yoink. Yes, absolutely, totally cactus. Sometimes I think you can avoid loathing filling. It's not often, but there are some that loathing on nodes is just weird. Loathing in candles on nodes is just odd. But you know,
Agony
whatever.
By accumulation.
There's a lot going on right now that I'm really not paying. So here we go. Yep, there's Undertow doing Undertow things. So that's cool. It's all right. It'll be all right. Six, seven, eight. That one's dead. That one's dead. Gonna do this. We should be able to be, like, I shouldn't have much issue. The biggest issue of Undertow is actually going to be the Act 4 boss, right? Like, when it runs somebody to the back and they get stuck there, like, especially if it's Hellion, like, that's going to be a problem for us. We're probably going to want to try to focus on getting some drums if we can. Man, 13 damage. Is that even upgraded? That is not. That is a non-upgraded ability. That's crazy. Feeling matters. The mechanics just scale to the, yeah, exactly. It does. It can make the proclaimers and stuff a little harder, which can definitely cause you some grief if you're not super set up to deal with the proclaimers very well. But other than that, like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. They can walk. Can they walk 500 miles? Oh my god, amazing. 16 bleed. You like bleeding, buddy? 'Cause I got a proposition for you. How about more? How about you just bleed more? Hey, Nabur, how's it going? Welcome on in. Got some blood there, very nice. Ugh, quad spiders, not particularly super enjoyable. Dodge it, amazing. Oh my god, you're cracked. Oh my god. Do it again. Oh, how satisfying would that have been? For the dodge, annoying. You resist on the bleed though, or the blight. Morning, Lees, how you doing? Good to see so many friendly faces here. I bled you on PBS. Get bled. Why is Dismas so cool? Because Chris has an unhealthy relationship with the Highwayman. Death bias at its finest.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Oh, I almost spilled my coffee. Almost. Let's bleed, but not the act out attack. No, the act out attack and riposte are two separate abilities, right? It probably actually applies combo. Or can apply combo. They might need to modify that. Sure. Hey, Biggles, how you doing? Welcome on in.
By accumulation.
I mean, he does have deadly, so that does help. I like the small effects to ability effects having little color glows to them. Yeah. I would say generally every update to this game has been net positive. Even the last patch, like where people didn't like Yellowhand. The other changes like Rogue and Sharp Shot were generally very good. I find it interesting how quick the community can like go from being like in love with Red Hook to being like, I hate it here. It's just interesting. You guys want a bad time? You should go read the Steam forums sometime. The Steam forums for this game are something. Rogue changes are awesome. I love Rogue. I think Rogue is really fun. Got a lot of blood here. Discounted combat in items. Great. Let's just go ahead and throw something on him here. It's fine. Forums generally absolute shithole. Generally, yes, but unfortunately, it is a place where Red Hook does collect a lot of their feedback. So I think most of the negative feedback was actually on Steam, because the problem is, as much as people are like, who cares a shit about Steam forums, that is where like their ratings are, right? Like people will check the ratings of the game on Steam. And the game got slightly review bombed from the last patch. Like a lot of people review bombed the game. The game went from like very positive to mixed review, like to like mostly mixed, like in recent stuff, just after that patch. Which is like wild to me because it's like the game's been out, so. Or Janet, most people that emotional because they think it's fine, yeah. But again, it's where the importance lies, right? The value of what people say on Steam, unfortunately, carries a lot of weight. As much as a lot of people will be like, you just gotta avoid the Steam forums, man. I'm like, yeah, but also they can't. Like they will have a bad time of it. Too much bitching, and it's coming from a guy who loves to bitch. Yeah, I know. Steam is just an interesting place. Very interesting place. Can you not go first, buddy? I don't give a shit about your song. It's shitty. Everybody like has heard your shitty mixtape, and nobody likes it at all.
The enemy weakens and wanes. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Just gonna keep bleeding this guy. He's just like, I don't stop bleeding me. It hurts. Hate bleed. God, if we had Beck and Call, this would be goofy. It'd be fucking goofy. Bitching about Bleed Yellowhand. Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna get people who dislike what you're doing in the game, right? Like, there are always gonna be people who are like, I like something more than something else, and that's just a part of the game industry. But the team needs to be well aware of it because it can affect their ability to sell the game and stuff. It's crazy because the DLC like bumped the game's rating up very high. Like a lot of people really like the DLC, and then this patch like bombed a lot of recent reviews. It's an interesting thing to see. Hey, well, how's it going? Welcome on in.
A righteous action.
Man, this new Highwayman might be like the meta way to play him. I'm not gonna lie. Like the team you can get, like the stuff you can do with this bleed team is absolutely nutty. I actually foresee some nerfs coming to Yellowhand. Just one or two little tweaks would really, I think, cinch it in. I think it's probably a little too powerful right now. I mean, we did get a really good set of trinkets for him, so like, you know, it is what it is.
Stupefying horror and the catatonic lethargy that follows it.
Blistering Bugle, I actually don't care about. Generally, I would actually really want that trinket, but yeah, I don't care. Hey, Cat, how's it going? Welcome on in. Rate the patch instead of the whole game. Unfortunately, they can't do that. Yeah, I wish that would be. DLC should have been free. There's definitely some opinions that just beyond trash, not worth paying attention to. Yeah, and I agree. It's just unfortunate that generally devs can't ignore those things. And
the void has
yeah, I got into a lot of things with people like that deal. Like, how dare they paywall Ray? Like, I mean, they gave you the flag for free, so like they just traded spots. Like, it's just a character, bro. It's fine. It'll be all right. Honest to God, I think marketing-wise, paywalling Ray was like the best way to sell the DLC. I don't think nearly as many people would have bought the DLC And the thing, a lot of people buying the DLC were people who bought the game for the first time, and they found that they really enjoyed the game because it was in a much cleaner state than it was in early access. And I think it actually brought a lot of people into it. It's like a peace offering, IMO. It might be. It could definitely be their way of doing it. Ow. No, Red Hook will be a bit afraid to nerf anything after that backlash. Oh, I don't think they'll be afraid of it at all. I don't think they'll be afraid of it at all. I think Red Hook devs are very, very well versed in just being like, you know what? This is the change we have to make, so we're gonna make it. I think they'll make changes they need to if they really think it needs to be made. The content that costs the time, effort is scandalous. I mean, yeah. As much as it seems silly, it's a reality for a lot of people to think that way. I haven't spun a wheel a lot. I'm actually out of spicy beans, so I need to restock on some stuff. I do have plenty of toxic waste though, and I have fresh toxic waste because Shelby gave me hers. They will make Orange Hand more yellow. Trust, yeah. All right, here we go. I have learned that you have to keep toxic waste candy sealed, even though it's in sealed like pouches, because otherwise it goes bad very quick. Yeah, basically scratching a week. Really didn't want the shitstorm to go on for long. Yeah, I mean they definitely sat on it for a few days, which was good. I think the biggest issue that I had with what they did with Yellowhand was not the initial things they did to it, but it's the fact that they pushed like a change to it to experimental, and then in less than 24 hours they pushed it to retail. Like that just I don't know what I'm sure there are things going on in the background as far as like their own timing and things they need to push, and like we have to get stuff by X date, but like that just seems like very poor time management in the sense that like why was it pushed so quickly? They didn't really give time for people to give like really good feedback, and then they didn't have time to read the feedback. That was the other thing. It's like people had very little time to be like, hey, I understand this is an experimental change. I don't like the new Yellowhand. Can we work on it? And they're like, nope, it's going to retail. It's like, oh, okay.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Oh my god. Oh. Ah, that's sour. $20 bleed. Oh, did the highway robbery not stick on him? Oh, it doesn't matter because, well, it does actually because that's whatever. He's gonna die. Yeah, Red Hook has generally been good with their pricing. I think it was definitely well worth the price for the amount of effort that had to go into creating like 3D rendered heroes and stuff like that. Yeah, I think the workshop with the experimental branch gets freedom to try new stuff at setting a stone. Yeah, and I think people like I think generally it's like you can't be too upset when it's on the experimental patch because it's like, okay, it's obviously experimental. It's once they push it to retail, it basically like, and understandably so, like rightfully so, I think a lot of people went, oh, so you're like, we're not getting any more changes to this. You guys are done with it. It's in a really bad place right now. Like, this is not good. Had they kept it on experimental for a couple more days, like, they could have 100% avoided the backlash because nobody would have freaked out. They would have just been like, yeah, I don't really like the changes, but they're going to keep working on it, right? Again, I'm unsure what the internal calendar looks like for the team. I know they're working on a lot of different things, right? And I'm more privy to a lot of that information than the average person is. And I'm aware of how much stuff they have going on and cooking in the pot right now. To a degree, only to a degree, but still, it just seemed like a weird push to push it that fast. Or about her, and they had time to collect fit, but Highwayman got last-minute changes, and it was in disbelief when they rolled them like that in the beta. Retail branch me, yeah. I don't think Grave Robber got more attention. I think they just,
some of these well-worn
I think they got the same amount of attention. I think Grave Robber just happened to just hit right the first time. They just got it right. They maybe had spent more time internally on her, but I think they just cooked it right. You know, the recipe came out right the first time. I think she also has more identity. Like, my thing about the Highwayman, and the reason I think the changes were difficult for them personally, is because the Highwayman, his strong suit is that he's kind of bland. Like, in the sense that he's a hero that's made to be playable, like, at any time, in any team, can do melee, can do ranged. He doesn't really have a super strong identity, and that is kind of part of his identity. It was the same in the first game. Like, in the first game, he was more just kind of like a do-it-all, lots of damage, like, solid hero that, like, any player could pick up and have a good time with. And I think with that, it created a bit of an issue trying to give him that identity, because it was hard to place on him. You know, it was hard to squeeze out 3 paths from him, I think, and I think that's where it suffered. I think they've gotten it right now. Ravager and Virtuoso. I think Hellion might be hard for them. I think Jester's probably got enough, like, niche, like, things. He works, like, he played really well into DD2 with the whole combo generation thing and stuff like that. I think that they'll be okay with him. I think Hellion might be a bit of a struggle, but then I see things like Carcass, which I hope they don't change Carcass too much, because Carcass is a really good example, in my opinion, of and I harp on Carcass all the time, I know, but, like, taking a hero and giving her a different identity, even though she had a really core, like, gameplay style and identity. Like, Carcass is a great example of, like, how you can take that and still keep her identity while giving her a different play style. And it probably feel about right. Yeah, exactly. Is competing for best path in the game. Carcass is competing for just, like, one of the most fun paths in the game. I hope it doesn't get changed too much, or at least it keeps a lot of its base identity, because I think it is in a really good spot, personally. But we'll see. I'm gonna trust in the devs to do what's right and all that fun stuff. Path ideology for the most part. Yeah, I'm curious as to, like, what they're gonna do with the lepers, like, passive, like, things. Like, are they gonna build blind into the paths? Are they gonna keep it as, like, a base, like, passive? Like, what are they gonna do? Who knows? We'll have to figure it out, huh? Won't get a lot of changes too. Yeah, Intermezzo is another example. I think that, like, whatever changes I get, I hope are just things that kind of get baked into the path. Not really things that, like, I shouldn't have done that, honestly. I unfortunately didn't kill him, so he's kind of gonna cook here. I don't have any AoE cleaves to the back row, so oh well. That's unfortunate, is what it is.
One less obstacle in our path.
And most of it's affecting me move to Jester skills. Yeah, exactly. I think as long as you just build it into the skills. I mean, this is just a mouthful to look at, right? So, we'll see. We'll see. I have hope.
Malaise, measured and steady. A slow dissection, an unavoidable end. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Really getting some good value out of play out and battle ballad here, which is interesting. I normally don't.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and
Real
glory.
DK,
In
thank you very
this
much for the
domain
follow. I appreciate it. Welcome
of
on
the
in.
damned.
19 bleed. A man on his pass reworks just removes Crush's combo heal. That's always felt like an outlier to me. You know, I understand why they put it in to kind of give them some self-sufficiency, but, like, even when I'm trying to suspend my disbelief because it's like a, you know, dark fantasy game, low fantasy game, I should say. Crush healing has always felt bizarre to me. Yeah, I would honestly see it being maybe reduced to a % chance or something. Probably tie dodge plus and block to play out and crit and strength to battle. Yeah, instead of it being red. Yeah, and I would think that would be a good change for Intermezzo. I think Intermezzo being like play out being like more defensive, giving you dodge plus and block plus, and battle ballad giving you strength and crit, like instead of it just being like random all across the board, that would actually give it even like more focus, where you could be like, I want to use battle ballad here, because right now they feel kind of, it's just like, who am I moving? It's going to do the same thing regardless, right? So that's a change I would actually enjoy seeing on it for sure. If we had a wheel selection, I'd take it. But, plus and minus stats like HP res. I've seen several people say new changes are good, but entirely going away from the thing might be bad, and I agree with that. Stat changes can enhance past identity if combined with it. It can if done correctly, but I think overall they've hit the nail on the head for the most part. I don't want them to steer away from it if it works for the path, right? If it's just a really good, solid mechanic that works, but like I also understand why they're trying to get away from it. I think generally it's done more harm than good, but we'll see. I think it also just makes a lot of paths more readable, right? I just know what the abilities do because it's in the ability. It's cooked in. It like tells me that, it displays that information on like things, and I think that's probably a much easier way for players to understand what's going on. And understanding what's happening is a huge aspect of this game. If you have these passives that sometimes you just can't, you have to like, okay, when I use this ability, what's gonna happen? Okay, if I use play out, it's gonna do like that. I hate doing that. If I could just click on play out and just see that it's gonna do X, Y, and Z below my face, I think that's really helpful. Do.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Oh, bugger off. Wait, what? Excuse me?
The slow suffering begins.
How did that heal? That healed, right? Or did it take the damage and then heal it? What?
Malaise, measured and steady.
It's equal. If it's equal, though, it should have just done nothing. It went up, though. I mean, there it's gonna kill. It just felt. I think it might have taken the damage and then healed it back, and it just. Instead, it should just do nothing, right? I don't know. Whatever.
Anxiety foments
Oh boy.
fears.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know if I maybe just missaw something there. Who knows? Fortunately, it's probably gonna get worship off, right? So not much we can do about that. Looks like I can somehow pump enough bleed into it to kill it.
Dwindles.
Oh, we did it. Amazing. Love that for us. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. Love that. Then take the damage, otherwise it could peel off death armor. Maybe that's like the mechanic there. Wait, but it doesn't have death armor. No, that enemy doesn't have death armor, so I don't know why. I mean, it may have just made a universal change to do that. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable
It's
end.
fine. I was just a bit confused. Oh, there's a dog below me. Hi, dog.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Greater wolf's blood could be good for us. Yeah, in general, that's the reasoning. Yeah, that you may be right there.
Whispers.
I just only saw the green go up. I think it just took the damage, heal. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We killed it in the end, right? So I can't be too mad. How much mastery points do we have? With three mastery points. That's okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, chap. Definitely enjoying this update so far. Even if it gets nerfed a little
fire
bit.
is lit. The table is set. The
Oh,
inn
I didn't see the quirks we got.
awaits its favorite guests.
Leave items. Another mastery point. What do we get? I mean, what are the odds? What? There has to be something in the game that makes it that heroes are slightly, if not highly more likely to roll the same quirks that you removed on them. There has to be something. There's no way that of all the quirks in the game, the one that we removed in the last inn is the one that we get in the same hero. Like, especially a rare quirk. Like, what are the odds?
Consider your position and plan accordingly. A smoother ride. For a time at
We should
least.
probably avoid spending any more baubles unless there's absolutely something we have to get. No, this is better. I mean, Hint of Home is nice. 2 combat items, Oasis, that's it. It does affect, I mean, it's not really, it affects the Oasis. It's just really the biggest thing, but it's just annoying. Like, my complaint is that I removed the quirk and then I got it right back. It's just
One
fucking
learns
weird.
quickly when survival demands it.
DD1, if you have regen and dot the same amount of full health, the game will only count the dot, yeah. Regen and DD1 was kind of an afterthought. I mean, it was only added in during Crimson Court, right? So... It's insane how much some show up and how many other... Yeah, exactly. It's just weird. It's a weird feeling, man. I don't get it. It's fine. It'll be all right. We'll live. It's not the worst thing that could happen. It's just kind of like, huh? Like a huh moment? Like, what? I really like Recounter. It's really not worth getting rid of. Fanatic Fearing, I mean... Toon Hummer, sure. Hey, Keegan, how's it going? Welcome on in. Then I thought, welcome on in. Dungeons, Darkest Dungeon being unfair, yeah. Essentially, an extra 6 damage on riposte, as well as Highwayman getting the good double cross, are such solid changes. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes until they nerf it, huh? It'll happen. I think we'll be seeing a little nerf probably. Hopefully nothing crazy, but. Anybody really need it? We could probably do Mommy and Uber Driver. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think we actually have a chance of getting a negative relationship. Very nice. Cool. Poot. We have a lot of combat items. We have a lot of combat items. We maybe don't really need to think about getting too much more. Hint of Home could be really good. But, I don't know. I mean, replacing Seaman's Boots is definitely something we should be thinking about. There's nothing here that I really, like, go crazy for. Maybe Adrenalizing Ash could be really good, but... Let's just go and fuck up some pigs. It's time for Sluice Juice, y'all. Get your juice out. Nice. Breakthrough. Oh my god. Open Golden Vein, Battlefield Medicine, Raucous Revelry, Solo, Bliss Advance, Encore. Cool. Well, like sus, yeah. Sus percent activated.
Tread carefully and
All right.
quickly.
Nice.
This
is swine country. Fucking love that line, dude. I'm gonna get that line tattooed on me. I don't know why it resonates with me so much. I fucking love that line. This is swine country. Imagine going to a tattoo artist, but I want you to put "This is swine country" on me. Like, what? You want to say your body is swine country? Shh. Fuck your friendships. That's how to do only name team comps. Very nice. What are you starting with? Line is like, it's just so good. Oh, good. Good start. Excellent. Love that for us. Just really, really glad that that's a move that he can open up with. This is a great start for us. He's not going to be dealing any bleed, but I'm going to be dealing more bleed now, so. Well, this is great. Okay. Good skitter there. Really set us up for fucking success on that one. It's the unusual suspects. Very nice. 9 bleed from that report. 9 bleed. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Six bleed from that. Now he's up to 10 bleed. I mean, not the direction I wanted him to go, not gonna lie. Robert being Yellowhand's take aim is funny, yeah. Isn't that the state motto of Iowa? I think Iowans might disagree with that. Fuck off, video game. Oh my god. Alright. Thankfully he like can't resist the movement, so he's also just gonna keep bleeding himself, so. Wow, this team managed to do some work to us, man. That opening hit really hit us hard. Are you serious? Oh my god. Wow. Talk about getting swine country'd here. Holy shit on a stick. Wait. Oh, she was locked. My bad. Dodge. Oh my god. Oh my god. The ultimate curse of RNG. Oh, okay. I was like, how did that heal 2 stress? I was like, oh my god, did they buff Raucous Revelry? No, they did not. It's just a relationship. Can you imagine it? If they made Raucous Revelry on like Carcass do like -1 stress, like 50% chance on all, and or like on each relationship or each person, and then like, or -2 stress, like 33%, you know, something like that. Like that would be really cool. If you could like get like a lucky proc and it like heal 2 stress on like all of your team, like, oh my god, that would go so fucking hard. Or just take away the threshold on Raucous Revelry healing allies stress on Carcass. That could go really well as well. Greater Wolf's Blood, by the way. Do I want this on somebody? Yeah, I mean, it's way better than that. But now I can use the Seaman's Boots to full advantage and get the dodge. The bleed resistance is probably better. Let's just be real. All right. The item. One of those. There we go. Hook in a random team member. How about that on Carcass? Maybe. Might be. Oh God. Fuck. Land. Shit. It's not good, chat. Yeah, it's not good. Fuck. This is a Fulgor, not even a skeever. Yeah, a Fulgor can, I believe. I think he has a different different ability set. I think he's the. I don't think the regular one can. Amazing. Okay, he's dead. Fantastic. Get him out of here. Oh man, Fulgor can fuck your day up, dude. Especially if you get a combo landed up. Like, man, he can wreck your shit. This team is very fun. I'm definitely enjoying this. Right, get them healed up. Used a lot of healing items here, but not much I can do about it.
A master stroke.
17 bleed there, very nice. 20 bleed, lovely. I think Fulgor looks pretty good, personally. I can maybe see wanting to change Admiral Marsh a little bit. I do wish that. I think Fulgor looks distinctive enough. I think the one I really want to see change is Tono the Carver. That guy looks like he looks just like the exact same as a butcher, but slightly desaturated. Like, I know he has some additional like pustules on him and stuff, but it really doesn't like. It does not come through. $34 bleed, Jesus Christ. Alright. I know we've used all our healing items, but... I mean, these tokens are... they're going pretty hard right now. Okay. Beat Bastard's Beacon? I beat it on a few. I think I beat it twice. One off stream, one on stream, but yeah, I don't like it personally. I think it has some fun ideas. I think the issue is Ordainment. Ordainment in this game is just not enjoyable. It's not fun. It doesn't add anything besides just making things painful for the sake of them being painful. I don't know. It's not an enjoyable experience personally. So I tried it. I really like the Killer's Glow. I like Star of the Chosen. I've always liked Corpse Light, especially now it doesn't infinitely generate worms. Quite nice. Yeah, here's Devout interacting. Defiant. All right. Defiant is incredible. Absolutely one of the best quirks in the game. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Unlimited worm glitch. Yeah, thankfully they got rid of that. Especially like on the Kyrogen fight. Man, with his special buff to the worms and it generating worms indefinitely. Like, if you were in it, like, that fight just became an absolute murder pit. It was so bad, dude.
Hidden in caverns and ancient waterways.
Yeah, Star of the
The
Chosen
swine
is super fun, I
proliferate
think.
unseen.
I think it has some really cool interactions. I also just like running like a if you get like a bloodthirsty jester, you end up with some crazy cool combos there. Amazing.
The fiend's
Absolutely.
strength dwindles.
Boss fights would be so cool. Because it's supposed to be a mini region, right? The point of this region is it doesn't count towards your total region goals. And I think adding a layer would just kind of take away from that. I'm using it now with Cadaver. One sec, sorry. I'm about to fucking die here. Try it again later. I remember someone else asked me what I thought of it after playing a few hours. My thoughts were, it seems kind of like tossed in. It's just kind of it hard. I mean, yeah, I'm not against things being added to be like, it's just a challenge. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing personally, but I think the issue is that Ordainment isn't balanced right now. Fine, game needs some way to scale if you don't steamroll everything after region 1. I mean, the concept of Ordainment is fine, yes. It's just the issue is what Ordainment does itself. Ordainment adding like 2 speed plus the speed is really the biggest issue. Plus the blanket like dot resists like feel kind of weird to me. I think Ordainment just needs to feel more more thematic per the region or per the act. Otherwise it really doesn't hit well for me. I think it's just kind of bleh. That's just me personally though. Miss. And he actually resisted that bleed. That's pretty interesting.
A slow dissection.
Yeah, I think there's just so many ways they can make it thematically very fun. And it just feels like, again, it's just base stat boosts. Some stat boosts make sense in my opinion. I think like having a bit more damage and a bit more health like to make enemies like scale is good. Absolutely.
A lesson taught.
But I think overall, like, the wall of text of it is just bleh. Yeah. Like, I just want there to be something more interactive with it. That's just me personally. This is Undertow doing Undertow shenanigans, is what it is. Huge heal here.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Pull him close. Boom. Get bled.
Strength dwindles.
9 bleed. How about another one? 15 bleed. Ah, damn. Is enemy scaling? It's champion enemies. They can expand it and remove Ordainment. I don't know. I like champion enemies being unique. I think if we ended up like having all champion variants of enemies, it would make champions not feel as enjoyable. I think they could definitely expand into the champion thing a bit more. I mean, obviously the other answers are like more enemy variants, like enemies that only show up in later regions that maybe aren't as strong as champions but are different. I don't know. There's other things to do, but I think a scaling functionality is good, and I think Ordainment as a concept works. I think it just needs to be just given some character. We're gonna be in rank 4 a lot, so I'm probably not gonna take this. All right. Echoing March is his bleed button. It's very bleedy. He's bleeding a lot. Yeah, Echoing March is doing a lot of bleed damage. Hi, Schlebby. Good morning, my love.
And so they must fall.
There's a coffee and a croissant on the table in front of you, though they probably need to be warmed up at this point. That's fine. He's not bleeding anyway. No, Skeever, game, are you okay? Game, what's going on here? Do you know what's going on? 5 bleed from a smoke bomb. All right, sure, whatever, game. How'd you sleep, my love? There's a cat on you, you can't get up. Classic. Poor Plague Doctor. She's really feeling it. Oh, she's really gonna be feeling it now. At least I hit the Plague Doctor. Oh, you can just die. That works. Okay. I can't believe I hadn't thought of that. Man, why didn't I just pull out my loot and play it? Oh wait, kiss after this battle? Yes, I shall come give you a kiss after this fight.
A breakthrough.
26 bleed. Nice.
The unrelenting application of
Man, if we had, can you imagine if we had Beck and Call?
Gains.
The stupidity it would cause is just, it would just be hilarious. See enemy stats until you select an ability. I've not had that bug yet, Candy. If that's a bug you're getting, I definitely recommend reporting it. I've not noticed, at least. Being able to crit naturally is really good, yeah. I mean, it's so much bleed value. It's kind of nutty. Sure. Get a crit token. No, that's fine. What's her bleed resist? Well, that's pretty low. Loot bonk ability on Jester fucking just cracks it open, pulls out a new one.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
Man, debuff resist piercing is actually pretty good. Really good on him, actually. We're gonna take that over the bleed resist. Yeah, that's really good. That allows us to land the Echoing March debuff like really hard. All right, I'm gonna go say hi to my girlfriend because she just woke up. Look, I'm watching a fucking anime. Wow. Oh God, no! Oh, I forgot to close the door. I just, oh no. Oh, that's a lot of that. That's a lot of ass. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Oh, baby, please. All right, I'm gonna take the mask off for this. Ladies, there's enough room for all of us in here. Ah, yeah. I'm just gonna go down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now
Now this is farming.
I would like to first of all say fuck, and then I'd really like to say shit, and then ass. Okay. Oh my god, yes. I fucking love this game. I don't think you guys have ever seen a bean that's as hairy as this bean, and I've seen a lot of beans in my life. Like, at least four. 4 beans.
Hi, big boy. Oh, fuck, he sees me. Oh, fuck. Hi, big boy. Oh, God, yes, suck on me with that big old mouth hole.
She's dead. Okay, Sahar.
Before her time.
What is? You know what I find funny is you don't get like statistically more roast pigs from this area. I say as I get a roast pig from this area. Oh, we dodged it again. Oh my god. Fucking dodge dip duck, dodge dip, duck and dive. There's no dick involved in those D's, all right? There's enough D's without the dick. Is that a Freudian slip? I don't know. How do I do damage to him? Yep. A chat that blasts ass together is a chat that stays together. Those are words I'll live by. Dogs are cooler than cats. Whoa, them's fighting words. Fucking good. Well, then don't unleash the fucking cats if you think dogs are cooler. No, we don't need this chaos. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. I hate it here. You like my sack, though? I think I've got a really nice sack. I think, like, if you were to look at me, you'd be like, that's the nicest sack on a dude I've ever seen. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Fuck. God damn it. I'm a dumbass. That was a shanking? Yeah, we shanked him so hard that he forgot how to live. Which I guess is kind of a common outcome of getting shanked, but like, we really gave it to him, you know? We're back. We back, chat.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Which way do we go?
Tangled trails, whisper of torment.
This team is gonna have some problems
The
against
Cultist plating
ambition.
is spent. We are exposed.
Especially if, like, we're gonna have to get drums. Like, we really have. Okay. Alright, you know, highway robbery kind of nerfs Kyrogen's skull cap, at least. So, that's good. Let's take a look at our combat items here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. And blind shouldn't be too big of an issue. Take the blood, maybe. All right. Kyrogen fight, we're taking it. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, Skullcap has some value for sure, right? On like Highwayman of all this bleed stuff. So we actually like maybe get some value out of it. I don't know, man. Could be on. Just hire robbery the shit out of ambition so it can't bleed you. Yes, and then also steal all of its tokens. Take them all for myself. The crit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna remove an enemy versus doing like that much. This is I hope this isn't like a huge crit fest or something. It's kind of my biggest concern right now. Head, we'll get Duelist Advance going.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Okay. Defiant is gonna be really good for us here. I'm gonna keep the stress down where I can. It's gonna be a problem.
Is the key.
These are sturdy enemies too, so we're gonna be got a lot of extra health to deal with, right? So, which is not the most fun thing in the world. 7 bleed. Kind of need those dodges to dodge. I need the dodging the dodge. But unironically, I mean, yeah, it's not a bad option for that at all. This is fine. Getting her down low is actually okay for us. We can kind of take advantage of the fact that we can do adrenaline rush or something. I don't want to save Echoing March here. Let's go ahead and battle ballad him up. The strength proc, that's awesome. No, I'm gonna try to save Highway Robbery to get that, keep the value of it as long as possible. And stab here. Like Sturdy's nuts.
A deliberate and methodical appliance.
Go for the Highwayman. Good man. Excellent crit. He's only up to 5 bleed. He's got really good bleed resist, apparently. Now we just haven't been focusing on him very much.
An unavoidable
Got a crit token there. Give us the crit token. Amateur weaponsmith. Very nice. All right. And we gotta get through the death armor here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll just battle ballad again. Very nice.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Okay, let's get a... That crit token's gonna go away. She's had it like long enough that it's probably gonna go away. I probably could have gone for the kill, save myself 9 damage. Yeah, it'll be all right. Let's go ahead and Bloodlust. We'll get that buff going for 5 turns, which is nice. So he's dead. So now we can look at doing some stuff to set us up for next round, right? So let's get some riposte going. Let's get Highway Robbery. Right. Either way, we're gonna get winded, right? Doesn't really matter. Get the riposte going. All right. Maybe could have set that up a bit better. I'm unsure. We can get a good heal here. We're gonna remove that. And do that.
A little help impeccably timed.
Okay, there's rabies. That's fine. The damage debuff doesn't really do anything for us, so that's okay.
Agony by accumulation.
I want a Highway Robbery here. We've already... We can get another Highway Robbery going now. It's gonna really increase the amount of bleed that he deals. Plus 4 bleed on his attacks right now, which is kind of crazy. Now Iron Constitution, a rare treat, so it's 70 HP. That's so good. That's crazy. Oh, man. 13 bleed, though. God damn. I mean, we resisted the, yeah. Do this. I'm going to play out here. Won't counteract the stun or anything, but bugger off with that. So I don't really mind enemy stuns. It is what it is. Echoing March on the Kyrogen is definitely not something we want to be like leaning into. Why did I put all that was dumb. I honestly forgot about the apron effect. Can we dodge? Holy shit, we might die here. Oh, that's probably the end of the run. They're gonna focus him now. There's no way. The next patient doesn't go for him. Yep. Oh my god. Thank god we've got this lined up.
Solidarity may yet
Man.
arrest this collapse.
Just sucks that they hit through both of those both of those dodges. Oh, 14 heal with a crit. We do, come on. I mean, this is what I get for taking a dodge team, right? I guess. How did he get a crit token again?
The slow suffering begins.
I don't know. Whatever. Not good. Okay. Nah, bleed is not particularly great for us. Yeah, especially when he just crit bone. Oh, he's dead. Fucking sturdy enemies too. We would have killed so many of these already, but I think my DVR is broken. Maybe. What's he down to now? Yeah, he's pretty much dead if he gets it again.
Lethality writ large.
Please don't just random. Yeah, that's fine. Just heal her up.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Oh no, went for her. Okay, that's fine. I would have died 10 DVR checks ago. Streamer luck, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's a good stress heal.
Compassion quiets the howling.
Oh my gosh. Bro, I need you to resist some stuff. That lowered bleed resist. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, sure. Kill me the first DVR check, yeah. It needs to just get good. Honestly, removing corpses of Magrain may have been the better option there, but...
Brilliant conclusion. A breakthrough.
Stop resisting the fucking thing I'm trying to do to you, you dumb fuck.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Yeah, he was. If it bone sawed into him, yeah, it would have been not great. Honestly, maybe one of the, yeah, I guess it's only gonna cool down on one. $28 bleed. I mean, holy crap, dude. That's nutty. Oh, man, this fight was not an enjoyable experience. Too many crits. Absolutely.
Another impediment.
Okay.
Cleared with impunity.
Character won't melt down. You will. Yeah. Okay. The spike skullcap kind of serrated. It does. The thing is, right, with all of his bleed stuff, is a 1 bleed, like, guaranteed attempt better? I mean, like, this combo goes really hard. This combo also goes pretty hard. Like, the bleed piercing is really nice, right? Like, this may be the better, like, especially because the plus 15% crit on bleeding targets is pretty huge. I think this is better, yeah. We have a higher chance to bleed. We're bleeding with a lot of people. We get plus 50 on top of deadly. Yeah, man. I don't know. Can we get Fisherman's Line to work on anybody else? Like, does that work on somebody differently, better, maybe? We have a serrated item. I mean, we'll probably keep Fisherman's Line for now. I think it's got some value, you know? We just have to maybe find what that value is, or see if we can find value out of it. You know, for now, I think we're okay. Okay, all right. Mag-Rain Bleed Gaming would be funny, it would be. Oh man, that was a fight, dude. That was not an enjoyable experience, to say the least. But we lived, chap. We lived, and that is what matters. I think we came out of that pretty good. We got a mastery point out of it, right? Thanks for the hydrate.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
All right.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Do we want to go for the Shroud again and try to get Beck and Call? Yes, of course we do.
The shrouded coast, isolated and drowning in amphibious degeneracy.
A
bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Bleed Poultice is lucky.
Fare,
Yeah, Bleed
fairly
Resist is going to be good for us here. We don't have any drums, which is unfortunate, but we'll be okay. Honestly, that Scrap Grenade on Dismas is fucking nutty, bro. Yeah, surely I can't go wrong with it. I mean, the thing is, right, the build on this team is more just like, can we outbleed the bleeding thing, you know?
Practice. Improve. Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Because it sounds like an action movie. So, oof. I mean, hopefully that you do actually have like a shooting range out there, and that's what's happening. Yeah, okay, all right. That's good. Relationships. How we doing? Nobody hates each other, and I like those odds. God, Got 6 holy beads. Can you imagine if you could buy all these? Like, the value you would get out of that is fucking nuts. Okay. I know this is kind of controversial. A lot of people would say don't do these, but honestly, starting off with good health right now is gonna be really nice for us. Depending on like especially if we get like a really nasty start or something. All right, Leviathan take 2. Let's see what we get. It's a 50-50 chance we get this or Lashing Tides, which I guess Lashing Tides would probably be better, in my opinion, than the one we have.
Floats listless on the tide, brined in
Noxious degradation. All right, layers on the right-hand side. We want to probably get that speed from there. We can't take a Shambler fight with this trophy. We would die immediately. We would get shuffled and get immobilized. The whole team would get immobilized. You can. It's an option. Options game, and then embark reveal relationships button. You have to turn that on in order to get that button. So it was added like 2 or 3 patches ago. Pretty cool quality of life change. Alright, so we get the speed here. We're not going to take the Shambler. We haven't fought one in a while. I would love to fight a Shambler, I'm not going to lie, but with this trophy, it would absolutely kill the team, and we would be dead. There's just there's no like room for fun on that one. God, multiple Shambler's altars, huh? We're going to avoid both of them. Alright, so we're going to take the fight, probably. Yeah, it's... yeah.
Though decidedly inconvenient.
Yeah, do it for the meme. Yeah, the meme right now is trying to take on Ambition with Beck and Call. That's the meme right now. I've done Ambition with Beck and Call. Like, it works sometimes. Like, if you can either resist the bleeds and then it doesn't really matter, or if you can apply ridiculous bleeds to the boss super quick and effectively, it's like, oh my god, what is happening? This team is just cracked, bro. Just cracked. Not the direction we want to shuffler, but it does stop us from getting all hands on deck, which is also a pain in the butt. So
Strength dwindles.
and they keep saying that sudden rigging has a much lower chance of happening in the first round. In fact, it shouldn't. Nope, it does every time. Sudden rigging is not supposed to be something they can open with, generally speaking. But here they are, opening with sudden rigging every fucking time.
Steady yourself.
It's annoying. Why did I do that? That was a waste of Encore. I should have just done Battle Ballad. I don't know. That was an instinctive move, I think.
What lurks in the beyond.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna see the lack of value from Undertow. The movement from like multiple bosuns is gonna cause us some problems, probably. Plus, the bleed resist these guys have is not particularly great for everybody. He's dead.
And careless.
Still landed a bleed somehow? Oh, skull cap, right. I was like, wait, what? Leviathan trophy, it gives you plus 100% move resist piercing. Every time you resist movement, it gives you a 20% heal, and every time you are moved by an enemy, it procs immobilize. So it's really good for disruption teams, but you have to be cautious about getting moved around.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
Eh.
Well done.
The ultimate Sergeant trophy, yeah, it works really well on Sergeant. Do you know what the new General trophy does? Yeah, that's what it is. Plus 33% resistance to all dots, and then minus 2 speed.
A simple variable.
It is pretty
Easily
strong. The
resolved.
minus speed can be really rough. But, I mean, the not taking dot damage, you know, can definitely be the difference between winning and losing in a lot of fights.
The
So
loathing
it can
of
nerf a
fate.
lot of enemies. All right, let's go. This is double loathing if I go this way. This is a potential warlord into Oblivion's Ingress into whatever. Fuck it. Warlord could be funky. Who knows? Let's check our combat items before I get too fresh with it here. Have another blood to shove there? We do.
All that matters is the flickering torch you bear.
No, it's not all that matters, but it's okay. There he is. Yep.
A titan.
Elite
of
warlord.
metal. A
Excellent.
juggernaut of death and dismemberment. Lethality writ large. Malaise, measured and steady.
Killing the ads helps a lot here. As we get rid of his ability to do cohorter super effectively, but this may have been a bad move for us. Let's just be real here. Still bleeds him, so. Sometimes see barricades before picking her out. Just a result of some region. It's just, I think it's a result of some region layouts, honestly.
A small foundation of trust. A brilliant conclusion. The
Oh my
enemy
god, we actually
weakens
bled him.
and wanes.
That's hilarious. They are both dead. I know I'm using all my healing items here, but absolutely worth. You think he'd just sink into the sea? Yeah, he's a big dude, isn't he? I mean, we had a chance for that to stick. It's just not great. God damn, that damage is nutty. Fuck off. Are you serious? Oh my god. Dodge is good.
A steady subtraction, an invariable.
Oh, Defiant, my love. How I love the Defiant. No.
Victory supposes strategy. Press on.
Fuck.
The slow suffering begins. Excellent work.
Hey.
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
Resisting the bird is kind of silly for him. He actually got bled by it. Amazing. Oh, we got bled. Oh, great. He's got 14 bleed right now, which, like, for him is, like, pretty crazy, but the bleed here is not good. I don't really know how we got bled there, I'm being entirely honest.
The path of exculpation need not be a lonely one.
Skullcap doesn't self-bleed, right? No, I don't know. Just unlucky, probably. Come on, man, with the double turns. The days actually might save us here, though. Ordainment, that's it. Thank you.
At least has been tended to.
Good dodge. Wow. Grape Shot Blast doing the Lord's work for us here. Dodge works in this game, apparently so. I can't believe we actually bled this guy effectively. Pretty funny. Who's getting Vanquisher? Maybe the Dot. I don't know. Yeah, we should probably... Here, you take it. You have Vanquisher. Alright. What do we get?
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
All right, we got Galia, we got the Tropeum. I don't really know who Tropeum is good on, if I'm entirely honest. We really don't have much, if really any combo interaction. I mean, we do on her, I guess. I don't really know if we even care about... the helmet, like, I mean, does this really give us much value? Not right now, I don't think it does. Maybe eventually, but Mission's gonna go, so long squeezing in extra bleeds, it could be useful. Yeah. I mean, I just think that Carbodkin is actually giving us a lot of value here. The reduction in bleed is really nice. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're really getting any real value out of it. I mean, I'm obviously gonna hold on to it, but... Hey, Darkness, how's it going? Reduction is negative on Bodkin. Yeah, it's interesting how it does that. I don't know why it does that. I guess it's kind of negative in the sense that it's actually hard to be bled sometimes, because if it's a 2 bleed and a lot of enemies deal 2 bleed, it's like, yes, I'm not being bled, but also like now I'm not getting the extraction. I think that's probably the mindset behind it. But who really knows? It's anti-synergy steady, yeah. It kind of counterintuitive, right? Useful. Oh, it's I think it is definitely mostly useful. We've got other smoke bombs, so should be fine doing this. So like, yeah, she didn't resist the bleed, but it didn't proc on her because it was -2 bleed.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
I mean, it's just a decent way to guarantee a bleed landing there. Pretty nice. On bleed-resistant enemies, that's gonna be really useful. Like, even on the... yeah. That's why I wanted to do that. I wanted to see what Scrap Grenade would do there. That's pretty funny. Extra perk give, 5% heal every time you... or heal 5 when you kill an enemy on that particular person. Yep. Dead.
Let us hope to finish this quickly. A master stroke.
Seems like you do. I do not have Beck and Call. Nope, we're trying to get Beck and Call.
A petty hindrance.
We're just fucking cracked right now.
Stupendous.
$17 bleed. Love that for us.
Cooperation is the key.
Extra feels a bit underwhelming, both turns of favor and raw power. I fucking love it. I have saved so many runs by being strategic with Vanquisher. I think the thing about Vanquisher is you have to be cognizant, you have to play it. Like, you have to be like, I am going to get it, like, I'm going to save for a heal here or whatever. It's saved me so many times.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Make the cherub suffer.
Whispers.
Alright, where are we going now? I think that cash sounds pretty cash money. Go up this way. Hell, we can even hit up the hospital, honestly.
A simple choice. At least it should be.
How you playing them? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like, especially on teams where, like, I remember we had that run. I've got a bot up where we had like no healer, and we had to rely on like relationship heals Vanquisher, like duelists, like riposte healing and stuff, and we managed to make that run work because we played into it really heavily, and just like really did the work to try and like get stuff going for us. Pristine lore, there's like maybe value on this, but I'm gonna avoid it. I don't really care about that either. Aggressor Vanquisher sounds pretty good. It's really good, yeah. Thank God we have the extra space right now. Like, yeah, like the idea of boss exclusive quirks is actually really fun. I'm hoping that now they've like tested it and they've used it. Like, it'd be cool to see a few more added in the game. I agree. General quirk, yeah, it just makes you super slow. But like, General's quirk makes you slower, but if you go first in turn order, somehow it gives you like a crit token. That'd be interesting to like try and play around like the -4 speed debuff or something to try and get that hero to go first, because they're so EP. Not taking the fight for 16 relics seems okay to me. I'm entirely honest. And so, in fact, we're trying to go for Leviathan. It's not a bad option. Do we need the hospital? Let's just be realistic. A, do we have the money? B, do we need to get rid of anything? We have the money to get rid of something. Do we need to get rid of it? I don't know. I say getting rid of 4 stress and giving us +1 speed is pretty good. It's gonna give us some loathing, but is it gonna max our loathing out? Yep, it's gonna max our loathing out. Okay, that's fine.
Information brings accurate insight, after all.
Be fine. Oh my god.
To save themselves, they would slip beneath the brackish waters and be reborn in the image of their aquatic demiurge.
All right. Well, whatever. We get max loathing here. It's fine, I suppose. Loathing's so dumb. I could be, I mean, obviously I could be smarter about it and have like planned around it and stuff, but I didn't. Like for Chris's response. So Chris, the developer of hey Metal, how's it going? Welcome on in. I'm doing good, bud. How about yourself, buddy?
Onward, while there is still
Chris, who's one of the co-creators of Darkest Dungeon, if you don't know, him and Tyler are the guys who made the game. He posted a tweet after everybody got really upset about the Highwayman update, and it was a tweet from, I think, from like the team's like Slack channel or Zoom or whatever, where he's like, everybody hates us right now. And I responded, I was like, you could weather the storm. People will be okay, man. He just responded, yep, just the unfortunate way of things. Don't update the game, game is dead. Update the game, game is ruined. Yeah, all right, at least he understands. Metal, I hope you're doing well, man. Hope things are going good for you, brother. You guys ready for some max loathing? We're about to loathe the shit out of this place. It's gonna be so loathingful. Oh my god.
You, Coach,
Spike grenade on the Highwayman could go hard as shit. Alright. Oh, thank god we're not gonna get a... We are going to have a repair fight though. It's okay. We'll be alright. Like if we get back and call from this, it's gonna be funny.
Protection has been stripped to its last.
The Steam forum is out there. You blew it! Everything's ruined. Everything's bad and terrible. You should. Everything's bad and terrible, and you should feel bad and terrible. The butt forums. Ooh, the butt forums, huh? Let's tell me more about the butt forums. All right, guys. We got this. Easy day. No struggles here.
Church of the Change. An inglorious heap of rotting timbers.
Demonetizable, but you correct yourself. I always want to say something demonetizable. I always correct myself. It's not true.
master stroke.
Oh, we resisted the move, so we got a nice little undertow proc there. Always gonna have fish in your cosmic horror. I mean, there's something very unsettling about underwater life and a lot of things. I mean, plus also these are heavily based on Lovecraftian horror, right? Which is like Cthulhu, like, you know, comes from like I believe he comes from the sea or he's like under the ocean. I don't know. God damn. We don't even have Beck and Call right now. The bleed is just nutty. Hopefully we get Beck and Call. If we don't, I'm gonna be sad. This is not a great fight for us. Entirely honest. Basically aliens, that makes sense, yeah. Keep saying that. I mean, this is not a good fight. Like, we may be winning, but it doesn't mean that they're good fights, you know? Still a tough fight when you got this set of enemies here. Sure, we'll guarantee the bleed. Thanks for the Dark Metal, I appreciate it, man. Dealing 28 bleed, yeah. Before I remove all of their blood.
Steady yourself.
Seafood vendor with centric options? Yes, excellent. Right. But D1s, that's why Fisher people are a Cosmic Horror staple, yep. May miss here. That's okay. Ooh, see? Not allowed to resist the bleed. Unfair. Unfair advantage. Foul on the board. Thanks for the heal. The dodge. Got the kill, so he got a heal there, which is interesting. Man, undertow value, if you had like Sergeant and stuff, like undertow value is, it's there, man. Be hilarious if resisting move because you were immobilized healed you. It wouldn't work that way because they're two separate like things, but it could be funny if that was the case. What we talking? A big fat old fucking diamond. That's what we're talking. Big old stacked up fat diamond. I know what kind of ring shot we want, so I'm gonna keep it a surprise though, because you know, I don't want to give away all my secrets. But give me a nice big old thing, deserving of the beautiful woman that she is. Invincible to the Shroud. Yeah, Sodden Sweater, especially on this kind of like whole thing we got going on, we got pretty hard. Move resist, the idea of mobile objects is fun. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if maybe they like built it into his kit somehow. Ah, shame. It's a shame, man. 50% chance we didn't get it. Whatever. Sodden Sweater is really good. Whatever. We don't have a we don't have Sodden Sweater twice.
See that their monstrous god is mortal.
I wish we did. Alas, we do not. Do you think Leviathan brushes his teeth? Probably not.
Haste.
They look pretty clean though.
carelessness.
I think other little fishies
Hallmarks
like
of the
brush his teeth for him, you know? They like pick away at all the crap on them.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
A master stroke.
Brush his teeth through soon, probably. Ah, shit. Guys, we fucked up. Everything's bad. Hey, can I have my Hellion back, please? Thanks.
Trust.
Appreciate it. Amazing dodge.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Oh well, we didn't get what we wanted, but... Sodden Sweater. Who gets it? Yeah. I think that's better than Card Bodkin in this instance. Also, that's probably better there. Kind of go to Intermezzo. Is it really though? She's gonna, when it comes to the Act 4 boss, she's gonna be taking the brunt of the move resists and stuff, right? So I think that she's gonna get the most value out of it. Sorry, Warlord lovers. Heal 10% on bleed resist, right? Yeah, heal 10% on bleed resist. She has 80% bleed resist right now, which is pretty good. We can probably get that up. Oh, we can definitely get that up. So we have ways to get that up right now. Move resist is great with Undertow too. Yes, assuming that we can actually resist the movements, right? Then it is very good. A crit is a crit.
A slow
That's a kill.
dissection. An unavoidable end.
Great crit.
Measured and steady.
Dude just murdered himself.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
That's unfortunate. Good dodge, though. Got some blood there, very nice. Yeah, I think we salvaged this fight pretty well. I can't believe we took on 2 Leviathans. Kind of nutty. Kind of goofy, kind of silly, you know?
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
Yeah, I'll probably keep Undertow on, honestly. Undertow with Sodden Sweater basically means that every time she resists move, which is going to happen frequently, she's going to heal and also stress heal. Right, that combination is nutty. And then if she resists bleed, like, you know, she heals as well. So, like, she's just gonna be healing. If we can get that bleed resist up, which we can, because we have a bleeding thing, right? And, well, we should be golden. Killed Leviathan and his son. Their bloodline is in danger now. Yeah. How many Leviathans are out in the wild? Does anybody know? Not many, I would assume. Not too many, chat. Not too many. To go for the Father Cthulhu now. Can you imagine if they... I mean, obviously they can't add Cthulhu because I think it's... Actually, I think... No, Cthulhu's probably... I'm assuming it must be free IP now, right? Like, it's been long enough. Because I know other, like, games have used it and stuff. I think they probably wanted to stray away. Like, they... Lovecraftian inspired, not Lovecraft itself, right? Because Lovecraft is was an interesting dude. Let's just say that. Some interesting ideals.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Wow, I'm amazed he resisted all of that, actually.
Bravo!
Let's not talk. Yeah, let's not get into that whole conversation. Interesting is one terrible. Yeah, yeah. Guy was fucked up. All right, just be real here.
A small reprieve from
Don't
the
Google him.
carousel of
No Googling. No Googling allowed. If you could stop repairing every fucking second, that'd be great. Good resist on the stun. Thank you. I love that for you.
a master stroke.
No, you should Google Schrodinger's cat. That's a good one to Google. Okay. You know, honestly, the stun just, that's fine. Of all the people to be on, it was gonna be that way anyway. It was basically, she was basically stunned, so that works in our favor. Wow, holy crap, Batman. How about you never do that again, ever in your entire fucking life? God damn. Oh, we resist. How? Wait, what? Oh, the Ordainment. Oh, I was like, wait, what just happened? Sunken City of Cthulhu and kill him like Sluice region. Definitely be an interesting way of doing things. Welcome back, Slim. How you doing, bud? Fled. Yep, and we're gonna murder him like the evil thing he is. Oh, he's locked. That's fine. Wait, we have periodic paralysis? Oh, fuck off. Oh. We have leeches. We'll get rid of it. It's fine. The worries is whatever. Periodic paralysis ain't great. Paying bills, shopping, getting food. Ugh, sounds like a day. A productive day, though. Did it crit repairs? I didn't pay attention. That'd be funny if it did. Only 5% chance to get stunned. Lied the game. Yeah. Feels like it, doesn't it? Does feel like it sometimes. Like, are you sure about that? Pretty sure that's a lie, buddy. Pretty sure that's a lie, big guy. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. You know, Exemplar is going to be a fight. I mean, as long as we can bleed him, right? Which we can. As long as we get lots and lots of bleed on the guy, we should be okay. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. Honestly, I don't think this tropeum is really doing anything for us. Nothing of, like, actual value, right? The blood. We can also steal the riposte off him. We can. You're absolutely right. We absolutely can. All right, this is fine. This is fine. All right, we got this easy day. Exemplar is gonna get absolutely crushed, demolished, demised. Oh, is he not even ordained? Wow. Wow. Oh, jeez. All right. fine. Wait 1 sec.
Incremental, but deadly all the same. Excellent work.
Yeah, Exemplar's pose is really... He just hits hard in general.
Hold fast, for who knows what
Such a cool
lurks in the
design.
beyond.
When he came out, man, ugh, so cool. Oh, just another crit. Yeah. Yo.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Hey, Sinithras, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hate this guy, don't worry, I'll kill him for you.
This road cannot be walked alone.
No flesh weaving? Ah, excellent. Goodbye. Oh, he's gonna fall him. No. See Yellowhand in action as well? Yes. Yellowhand in action here. Ready to go. Alright, well, unfortunately, we are going to get our Enze zoic here. Nothing I can do about it, but it's weakened, so that's good. Alright. Just give it 40 bleed or whatever, it'd be fine. No, I mean, it's obviously it'd be kind of funny to have somebody like silent treatment like Boudica or Highwayman, so that way he's just constantly critting, like, but nah, fine. Yeah, Yellowhand actually cracked now. Not cracked, but very, very good. I mean, right now, this is pretty cracked. If we had Beck and Call, it would just be nutty. That's what it would be. All right, so that one we've done, that one we've done.
There are yet
all
places
right.
such as this.
Okay, everybody. Oh, good
Where
doctor.
little
Look at
light
that. No
still
diseases.
gathers.
Amazing. Amazing. Love that. Oh, and we got a drum too. Oh, look at that. Just Cosmic Slayer too. Oh, geez. The game wants me to win. All right, everybody. As is tradition here at this channel, we're going to go ahead and do a random Steam key giveaway. This is for just a random game that I have. I have a list of random Steam keys. They vary from a couple dollars to a lot of money. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. This is my way of saying thank you to everybody for being here and hanging out during the stream. I appreciate y'all being here. Exclamation enter for a chance to get in. So yeah. Get on in. Everybody's welcome. You just have to be following. So if you're not following, consider following, so that way you can make sure that you win. Or have a chance to win. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's see. Hellion here, we want her to
More
resist
arrive,
pretty much
foolishly
all
seeking
bleed.
fortune and glory.
Bismar.
in this
Thank you much for
domain
follow. I appreciate
of
that.
the damned.
Welcome on in. Good to have you here. All right, so she's going to not guarantee, like, she could definitely still get bled. Like, it's still a possibility.
Spend what
If we
you
have another
can,
bleeding thing, we don't.
or
But
whilst no
More
very
arrive,
unlikely.
Foolishly
Bad Dog,
seeking
thank you for the follow as
fortune
well. I
and
appreciate it.
glory
never did.
in this domain of the damned.
Well, we don't need to get rid of diseases anymore because Good Doctor decided to remove all of that for us. That was a really lucky roll. Let's see. Speed on Dismas will be good. This on, well, she's got 120% move resist. We don't need to give her more. Even if it crit, it would still be 100% move resist. So here, give that to him. Give him a nice little move resist there. We're gonna keep Undertow on and not use the other one. I think that's just gonna be the better option for us here. Nothing here screams something that I super want. Maybe more healing received. Could be better here. That'll be fine. Obviously, we have fairly immune to bleed, almost immune to bleed. We have two heroes who can get bled. This one actually will reduce his bleed a lot, so he's unlikely to get the bleed to stick, or at least it's not going to do nearly as much. And in this case, whatever. We'll just live. We'll survive. We'll just be better than that. We'll take bandages. Will be useful. Smoke bombs. Triage kit. Very useful. Anything we really want to get rid of here? Honestly, getting rid of greedy is not like a bad option. It's just a negative relationship thing that I don't want to deal with right now. Relationships. How we doing? Triage kits. Yeah, Lashing Tides and multiple triage kits obviously goes hard AF. Why? What quirk does Dr. Stabs have? Selfish. I won't be able to get rid of that, unfortunately. Hey, Elias, how you doing? Grab it. Give me the good old dick twist. Nothing like good old dick twist to get things going. We love the dick twist. Give me the dick twist. Drinking a bubbly. Bubblies are good. I love bubblies. Testicular torsion. Somebody changes for him again and again. Yeah, I mean, they had to get the changes right? Wouldn't say he's obviously Chris's favorite. Chris loves him. I think it's actually interesting though, because I think Tyler and Chris have both said that. I think they both confirmed that like Leper is almost their favorite. It's pretty much their favorite. Like they love the Leper. That's why the Leper is the only hero that has like a positive story.
The means of mastery.
You always need a good guy in the group. Yeah, exactly. All right. Have those. I don't care. Just take some random ones for now. I should probably say that for the final boss, actually. Do we feed everybody? Did everybody get fed? No. Yes. No. All right, I need 2 more food. There you go. Master is a good guy. I don't know. I mean, I guess in his story, we're never confirmed that he's not a good guy. He belongs to a corrupt group, though, right? That's like but he doesn't want to be corrupt. I'm sure there's probably some grievance in his like story. If they were to introduce him, I don't think they'd let him be like the leper. All right, let's just go. Let's just do it. All right, we're going to the mountain.
For it now, but to press on.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously didn't intend that to be the case, right? But it could be that he like turned a blind eye to stuff in the past, or
tried and tested.
Ignored the issues or whatever. I mean, I think they've confirmed in past that like the leper is the only one that has a truly redemptive, like, is a good guy story. So my assumption is that there's something in his past that isn't great.
At last, the great cigarette.
Tried using the duelist for the damage buff per stress. Sounds clunky. I've done it in the past. It's actually it's good if you have a team that can take advantage of it. Like, it's good if you are like, you end up with stress fairly often. I mean, you throw on, Like, oh god, I've got a hero of 4 stress. I mean, plus 40% damage is nice. Works really well with Hierarchy of Sights too. If you can get Hierarchy of Sights with that and time it right, you can get some crazy damage on the right heroes. All right, first fight, let's go. Melee damage. It's fine. It's not clear she's good. I mean, yeah, I think the thing about her story, right, is that it's not like her comic, at least, isn't her story, right? It's her it's like the beginning of her story. It's her father's story that we're introduced to. So we don't know what she did after that. So my assumption is that her issues come into play more than, you know. When you've also got like the Musketeers comic, which is like, I don't really understand. It's like, oh, she sees things. Is she bad? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really say anything about it. A lot of trauma. Yeah. I mean, again, they might explore more of like what she does after the whole thing, right? So you never know.
Is the key. Lethality writ large.
Probably gonna get one worship off, unless we can do something funky here. Maybe. Got a decent option to get some damage into this. Killing it though is gonna be unlikely.
Malaise,
Not gonna die here.
measured and
That's fine.
steady.
Just Bloodlust here. And it's gonna die next round, so that's okay.
Incremental, but deadly all the same. Anxiety for men's insidious fears.
Okay. Keep the stress down.
Quiets the howling mind.
When you get BB as a character, maybe one day I'll be able to get a modder to do that for me. Maybe.
Calculated generosity.
My favorite confession boss.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
I really like Act 1. Like, thematically. I really enjoy Act 1. I wish it was, I mean, obviously we've got Beacon now, so you can actually get it where it's tough. I wish it was like a full-fledged act, but thematically I really enjoy that fight. I find it really fun. Like having to kind of figure out like what's gonna get locked, and there's always a little bit of RNG with the order of the locks and things like that. I think that's all good stuff, personally. Besides that, I think maybe Act 2 is probably the most like balanced fight as far as like things go. The one that I can like strategize pretty heavily against. Maybe not with Beacon, though. Beacon makes that fight gnarly. Gnarly, to say the absolute least. Killed locks 200 times because there were no other acts. Yep. Back in my day. resists. Thank you. Jeez.
There is comfort in company.
We got Hollow Vessel again here.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Trammeled, trapped, held captive by fear.
Okay. You'll have that. Dead. Oh, guys, we do have a game giveaway going on. You guys want a chance to win a random Steam key after this fight? Exclamation enter for a chance to get in.
Measure out your violence, then apply it judiciously.
Cardinal can do another attack. It's called, yeah, rumor has it, yeah. Entropic Star is real? You're kidding, right? Never heard of it.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Considering we've had 5 Hollow Vessels, this is about as good as it's probably gonna get.
Extinguished at last.
Every time I get hit by Entropic Star, I go, wow, what a fair... I mean, Entropic Star is fine. I get hit by Entropic Star every day, I'd be alright. Alright, final fight. Okay, triage kit. Smoke bombs, double smoke bombs is very good. No, we take Tropium. Being able to apply the combo and just force the bleed to stick is going to be really useful. Alright, final fight. Let's see how we do. Ravenous Reach. Yeah, it's Ravenous Reach. I always call Ambition's Reach. It is Ambition's Reach. Let's call that Ravenous Reach, right? So
Infernal nihility and non-existence.
let's see how we do here. I think we got this. Probably going to be close towards the end, but we'll see.
Ambition's reach forever exceeds its terrible grasp.
Love that for us. Hey, we bled it, though, immediately. Wow, we crit it and it resisted the deep. Are you serious? What? Wow, that
Another one.
is annoying.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. And another one.
This is no time to falter.
Malaise,
measured and steady.
I mean, it's still doing a lot of damage, but at least it's healing us. I wouldn't say this is guaranteed to be quick. This is definitely gonna get a bit messy, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of forgot about the debuff resist on Act 1, if I'm entirely honest. Or Phase 1, whatever you want to call it. Hey Tom, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah.
There is comfort.
Doing
in
all
company.
right. Oh my god, we bled him. Now he just needs to move. Damn, we really need these bleeds to stick. I always love that bark she has where she's like, take their water. It's like, it's so difficult to figure out.
Measure out your violence, then apply it judiciously.
Sorry. God, it's just resisting the debuff from highway robbery. We're really not getting much of the value out of this. Like, it's like, oh yeah, fuck your, like, it's got 20% resist, by the way. So that's really fun that that's happening, but whatever.
Haste and carelessness, hallmarks of the unprepared. Malaise.
We crit. We've done more bleed with Jester's Echoing March than we have of other heroes right now, which is something. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we're only getting teardown in the back ranks. I know he could do the front ranks, right? Yeah, like, okay. There we go. All right, there we go. Next phase.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
We hit into the attacks now. This is fine. Triple Death Door. Love that for us. This fight just gets dumb really quick. Actually, quite funny.
What is it then that gazes back so intently from the abyss? A breakthrough. Once again, teetering on that terrible precipice. The fiend's strength dwindles.
It's Skullcap. Every time he hits him, with the +4 bleed dealt, Skullcap is just stacking the bleed onto him. Skullcap, yeah, this is just goofy. Just being goofy. It's dead. It's game over anyway, like, right? Though he does technically get an extra action, I think. I think his last move counts as an extra action, but...
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Yeah. All right, he's cooked. 71 bleed.
Ambition drove you to abandon everything you had. For everything you wanted.
Can you imagine if we had Beck and Call? Oh, that would have been goofy. All right.
The flame grows stronger.
Yeah, Calls of Death would have been funny there. Dead before phase 3 began, yeah. All right, that was fun. I like New Highwayman. I think New Highwayman feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this game giveaway. If you haven't already entered, !enter for a chance to get in. I have to run pretty quickly, or I've got to call my dad back. So !enter to get in if you're not already. Bleed teams are more viable now. Yes, very viable. And let's go ahead and do this. A couple more seconds here. All right. Let's close the giveaway. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner. All right, Brew. Good job, Brew. GG's. Brew, I will either shoot you a message, or if you want to shoot me a DM here on Twitch or Discord, so don't forget, I'll shoot you a game in the next day or two. I'm gonna write down your name here. 1017. Gotcha. W indeed. All right, let's go ahead and let's go find somebody to raid, huh? Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Hey, if you're watching this video on YouTube and you're not subscribed, you should consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out loads. We're gonna go raid our buddy Praises. He's doing some DD2 right now, so let's go say hi. Thanks all for being here. As always, again, I super duper appreciate it. You guys are great. You guys are cool. Guys and gals are awesome. And as always, I appreciate the hella awesome support. There's a raid message. If you'd like to go ahead and spam that in chat, feel free to do so. And I'll catch you in the next stream, which will be tomorrow morning. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.